So yeah, Maya, Milla, Marcel, Health Fitness Lifestyle YouTube channel. Let's do my first YouTube video. Sit down chat tips for getting back on track in default tips recall video. That's our first video. White girl looking all cute shit. Yeah, it's also kind of funny because you kind of thought I was gonna race swap the Rhino, but you didn't.
Hello guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. I am so excited to finally be doing this. I did intend to make the trip I just went on also, by the way, excuse my voice, I'm obviously sick, so I don't usually sound like this, so gross. I did intend to make my recent trip to Scotland and Germany with DFYNE, my very first YouTube video, but I got sick immediately and that was not happening. So I apologize. So what I have decided to do instead, which I think will be really, really helpful for a lot of people because I do get asked it a lot, is like more of a reset sort of video in regards to what I do to get myself back on track, given that I've just come back from a little holiday. I didn't really train. I only trained 3 times in 10 days. My nutrition was off, my routine was off, all those things. So it's quite literally getting back on track, resetting, because I also am going back away overseas in exactly 1 week today. So I have 1 week to get my shit together and get myself feeling human again, ready to do this all over again. But I'm honestly so grateful for everything that's happening right now, all these incredible opportunities that are coming my way. Like, I feel so grateful, so blessed. But it is rocking me sideways. So we need to rejuvenate. We need to get back on our stuff, and I'm gonna go through how I do this because I'm not being hard on myself. I think that's one of the most important things when it comes to when your routine is out of whack, when things aren't going to plan. You know, obviously I'd love to maintain my training and maintain my nutrition and maintain my morning routine and my nighttime routine, all those things that I'm so on top of when I'm at home that make me feel my best. Like, I keep all these things not just because of obviously living a healthy lifestyle, but because I feel my best mentally and physically when I do those things. But it's just not manageable when we're away, and we can work around, we can make the most out of the situation we're in. So, you know, doing bits where it's feasible, where we can. So whether it's going for walks when you can, going to the gym when you can, choosing the healthier option when you can, those types of things. But still, being out of routine for me, it just everything feels so out of whack. I feel so out of my body. So this week I have been so excited just to get back on track and get back to feeling good again. And I'm going to share with you exactly what I do to do that, so that you guys can do it for yourself, or refer back to this if you're feeling out of whack, or if you just want to kind of improve your everyday routine to be feeling healthier, happier, more energized, more aligned. Then I hope that this helps you. So welcome. I hope that you guys love this video. I hope that you find it helpful. And stay tuned for more because this is going to be a regular. I'm here and I'm here to stay. And I have got the most exciting trip, excuse me, coming up. So I just got back from, I just want to talk a little bit about what has been happening, obviously, share with you guys everything. So just went on a trip with DFYNE to first Scotland. So we went and saw the DFYNE HQ, which was incredible. So I'm from Australia. So it was a 30-hour flight over there. So long flight. It was actually my first international trip as well, like proper international. I've been to Bali, which is like a 6-hour flight, but I don't think that counts. I didn't really see any sunlight for like 10 days. It was really cold. It was just a huge shock to the system. So no wonder I got sick. But this next trip is a little bit different, but I'll get to that. So we first went to Scotland, but the second part of the trip was a huge secret that we had to keep from everyone. And that was we were going to Germany for FIBO, and it was a surprise appearance. No one even at FIBO knew that we were coming. So we had like a big black wall. Literally everyone was like, what is going on there? And then we had a like surprise veil drop down on the Saturday at lunchtime, and that was incredible. The crowd was insane. I got to meet so many people, which was such a surreal experience to be on the other side of the world and have people come up to you and like follow you. Like I was literally like, oh my freaking God, my heart was so full. So that was just incredible.
Going down under.
And I just feel so honestly, the one word is like just grateful, like so grateful for the opportunity, so grateful for all the people that like support and follow me. Like just, it's so surreal. So that was such an incredible experience, and so much fun. But yeah, then by day 2, I was rocked. I literally was so sick. I completely lost my voice. So if by any chance anyone from day 2 is watching this and you met me and you were like, why is her voice sounding like a man? I promise that's not my real voice. I was so sick. I literally, I was there for the second half of the day. I was there for like 2 hours to begin with, and I was so sick. I had to go out the back and have a nap because I was like, I can't function. Like I can't keep my eyes open. So I felt really bad about that because I love people. I love talking to people. I love that sort of stuff. So to have to like remove myself, I was like, oh, so sad, but so excited to do it next year, hopefully. But yeah, that was absolutely incredible. Had such a good time, but then I was, extremely sick for the remaining days, and then it was time to come home. So got home Wednesday about lunchtime. Yesterday just kind of started getting my stuff together, went back to the gym for the first time, still kind of recovering from being sick, and then today is like my official get back on my shit day. So thought I need to jump on and chat to you guys. So yeah, I'm going to make my coffee now, and then we can have a little coffee chat. Make my coffee together because this is my favorite coffee. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I feel sorry for you, but you need to know. Also, another thing, I genuinely feel so sorry for people that live not in Australia. Your coffee, no wonder you guys aren't coffee drinkers, because I wouldn't be either. Your coffee sucks. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Us girls, we were literally scavenging the earth to try and find good coffee. And that was hard. That was very hard. Of course, you guys drink Starbucks and stuff because you need as much sweetener as possible to make the coffee drinkable. So happy to be home. I've missed my coconut cold brew. So you guys are going to see how I make it. It is so delicious. It's everything my body is craving right now. So let's go. Oh my God. This is all I have been craving for the last 12 days. Ideally, I would have come home to this, and this would have been the first beveragino I had upon walking through my doors. But it wasn't here, so I had to go buy it yesterday. So the cold brew matters, the coconut water matters. So unless you have my two ingredients, it may not taste the same. So don't come at me if you try like a different coconut water and a different coffee. This is Awaken Cold Brew. They deliver, I think, around all of Australia. Sorry, my overseas people, you're gonna have to deal with your crappy coffee. And then Cocobella coconut water, 10 out of freaking 10. Also, you can get the chocolate Cocobella coconut water. So good as well. But let's start talking routine and how to get back on track. Okay, you guys are in my office with me. Welcome. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what I do to get myself back on track. This is a really common question I get, and this doesn't just have to be for, if you've gone off track from being on a holiday or maybe you've been sick or whatever it may be. This is just getting back on track in general. So I am a huge fan of routine. And like I said earlier, it's not just because of the physical benefits. It is honestly for the mental benefits more than anything. I feel like I am so much more productive. I am so much more aligned with myself. I just feel like I am me when I am in routine. Like I'm a better version of myself. I'm kicking goals. I'm happy. I'm healthy. All those things that make me feel and being my best. So routine for me is so important, and I try to keep routine in any way, shape or form as much as I can, no matter what I'm doing. But there's going to be times where your routine is going to be very out of whack, and that is okay. It is so okay to have times when we're off track, because that is part of being human. We can't always control everything. I always say control the controllables, but there's going to be times when you're not going to be able to control how much you exercise, whether or not you can keep your morning routine and go for those walks, your nutrition, all these things. We have to be adaptable as well. So that is definitely what that trip recently was for me. I had to be very adaptable in the sense that I had extreme jet lag. So my first priority was on sleeping and definitely not waking up at the crack of dawn with the sunrise and going for a walk. I was also with a group of people, so it wasn't as easy to just navigate doing what I can do in my own time. I had to also cater for everyone else's time. And then also when it came to food was very limited, we were in a foreign place, so we had to really make the best decisions with what we had there. And I definitely did stay as much as I could. My protein intake was dead ass low. But again, all these things are fine, and this is not to say like I'm not beating myself up about that at all, because this is life. But it's more so just being aware, like I did the best under what I could. I enjoyed the moment, but now that I'm back home, I'm not feeling the best. So I want to get myself back to feeling the best I can. And at the end of the day, I know what is required to get there. So it's time to bring those things back in. So there's a few things that I always look at when it comes to me feeling my best. And a lot of the times we can look back on times in our life when we felt amazing. And we go through stages of life where that changes. We wake up one day and we're like, oh, I feel like crap. And you're like, I don't know why. But if we actually look at, okay, what was I doing then that made me feel good? And what am I doing now? And you can separate the gap. It's like, okay, so what's different? And a lot of the times it's everything, or, there's a few things here and there, but a lot of the times it's a lot of things. So you can start to really bring awareness to the fact that, okay, I felt my best when I was actually getting decent sleep, when I was going to the gym, when I was exercising every day, when I was going for my morning walk, when I was properly hydrated, when I was eating good food, all those little 1%ers that add up to create, the bigger picture, which is when we're feeling our best. So for me, the first thing I needed to do getting back home was I needed to find a good sleep routine. The difference in time zones was literally polar opposite. So that was really challenging for me. Also, given I'm in such a routine with my sleep schedule. Like I religiously go to bed by 9 p.m. and I wake up, at sunrise. So let's say like no later than 6 a.m. And my body clock was so rigid in that for so long. So actually changing that was really hard and I've been really struggling with that. So coming back home, my first priority was sleep. And sleep is something that is so overlooked when it comes to being healthy, because it honestly regulates everything. You want to think of sleep as literally your body's number one regulator. It is literally what helps your brain function, your digestive system, your recovery with your muscles. Everything links to sleep, and without sleep we would die. This is the one thing we would die without. So sleep is crucial, and it is always the first thing I look at when it comes to combating my health. The next thing was getting back into more of a more consistent morning and nighttime routine. I may not be waking up at the exact same time because sleep is my priority. It's making sure that I get up and I go for that morning walk, because for me the morning walk isn't just an exercise thing. It's actually getting that natural sunlight first thing in the morning. It's getting some movement first thing in the morning, and I know that those two things set up my day for success. So even if it's a 10-minute walk, a 20-minute walk, a 60-minute walk, a walk I find is so beneficial for so many reasons, and it really helps me connect with myself and just feel overall happier and brighter for the day. So I wanted to bring back in my morning walk, and then that tends to set me up to be more productive. I come home, I have my morning coffee that I have not been drinking, so I need to take another sip, and then I can get into work. So I just find that really sets up my day to feel my best, and then it is like more of like a domino effect for the rest of the day. So that was really important for me. The next thing was sunlight. That is something that I knew my body was craving, and sunlight is it's a really funny one because people don't actually truly understand how beneficial and how important vitamin D, so sunlight, real sunlight is. And I feel so grateful that we live in Australia and we have so much of it. I do definitely feel, like I mentioned earlier, if I have a few days without sunlight, my whole body almost feels like it's shutting down. Like I feel like a shell of a human. So those 10 days, I was like, literally, I need to step out in the sun. I need to get some energy from the sun, because I just felt so deflated. So that was something I'm like, I'm going to get sunlight every single day, any chance I get. Vitamin that our body does crave. So it is like if you were to take vitamin C, for example, if you take vitamins from, vegetables and fruits and that sort of stuff, the sunlight is also a vitamin, so we do actually need that. So I wanted to get as much sunlight as I can, so I get that first thing in the morning, and then I'll aim to go for just even if I'm just sitting outside doing work, or going for another walk in the afternoon, or laying in the sun if it's good weather, just trying to get as much sunlight as I can. Hydration, I feel like I'm always on top of. You can still stay on top of that overseas, so keeping that consistent. The next thing was definitely getting back on track with my nutrition. Not for any other reason, not because I'm like, oh, I've eaten so much crap. Because again, if you did, that's absolutely fine. That's part of being human. Eating good isn't just to look a certain way, it is to feel a certain way. And I'm going to keep cementing that throughout all of this, because health to me is not just about being lean, having a six-pack, looking fit. It is you feel your best, your body functions better, your brain functions better, you're a better person. All these things are related to health, and nutrition is such a crucial component to that. Nutrition is what is going to hold all the vitamins and minerals that our body craves. It's so important to make sure that we do have a well-balanced diet, that we're getting good food into our diet, and that is extremely important to me. So coming back home, I just wanted to make sure I'm getting in my vitamins and minerals, getting in some vegetables, getting in some fruits, getting in enough protein, and that is what I've been doing. So just getting straight back on track with my nutrition, and I have already been, it's only been 1.5 days and I'm already feeling better for it. My stomach definitely shrunk being overseas as well. We were not eating very much. The time zones were very different, so we weren't hungry, all those types of things. So although my portion sizes are smaller at the moment, I'm still just trying to make sure I'm getting quality nutrients in, and that's extremely important. So because I know when I'm away, I'm eating more takeout than usual. I'm not saying I can't eat takeout here, but my body isn't craving it. I'm not craving it. I just want to eat healthy food. So that is what I'm currently doing. If this is more just like a reset for you where you're just trying to be healthier, then if you want to have like takeout once a week or whatever, but just making sure that you are having majority of your food being healthy, whole foods that your body's actually going to absorb and use to nourish it and function at its best and feel its best. That is extremely important as well. The next thing, obviously, exercise. So you can see that out of all of these things, exercise kind of like training, proper training it's all of these things are equally as important to me, but you can see it's actually the last of my priority list, because all these other things is what is combining me to be healthier and like rejuvenate my body from the inside. I'm also sick, so training isn't really up the top of my priority list to get me feeling healthy and happy again, but it makes me feel better mentally. So training, I'm getting back into my training as well. I'm taking a bit easier given that I had a lot of time off being away. You don't need to bounce straight back to where you are. It's so important to make sure after some time off, just give yourself a bit of grace. I always say when you have time off, just ease back into it and just get the feel of things again, and just do it to like move your body. Like moving your body is like, we don't just need to train to like smash ourselves, but moving our body to like nourish ourselves in a way. So getting back into training and just going through the movements, taking things a little bit lighter because I'm sore and also I'm sick, so I'm puffed so much, but just getting back and doing something that you enjoy is really important. So if you're someone who you don't really enjoy exercise, like I really encourage you, find something that you do love and enjoy, whether that's yoga, whether that is classes, whether that is Pilates, whatever it may be. If we're looking from I definitely have my own opinion in what the best form of exercise is, but at the end of the day, no form of exercise is best if you don't enjoy it and you can't be consistent with it. So this is where it comes into, it is so important to enjoy and create a life that you enjoy, habits that you enjoy, whether that's your training, your nutrition habits, your morning routine, your night routine. If you hate it, if it is such a chore and you dread it, you're not going to be consistent with it. So you're never going to get the benefits from it. So it's so important to make sure that the habits that you build are ones that you enjoy, one that you look forward to. Like I look forward to waking up in the morning to do my morning routine. I look forward to going to the gym because I love my training. I look forward to eating all my meals because I love the food I eat. All these things, they're so important, and people really overlook the importance of enjoyment with what you do, and they're just like, what is best? But there's nothing is best if you can't be consistent with it, if you can't do it like with your training with intensity. So getting back into training, enjoying that again, getting some movement, waking up these muscles, and yeah, that has been really, really good as well. So that is what I am going to be focusing on doing throughout this next week as well. And last but not least, the final thing that I have been really being consistent, or I'm going to be really consistent with implementing back into my routine to have me feeling my best, is my saunas. Now, I'm obviously sick, so this is going to help me pretty much flush out all the toxins and hopefully get me feeling better sooner. But then also, I love the saunas for, reducing inflammation and just kind of just making me feel better. I definitely feel better having the sauna. So that's something that, again, it's more of a feeling, and I really want to flush out this sickness before I go away again. So that is something that I've been at the moment doing daily until I feel like I'm better, and then it will go into every second day. So that is my little getting back on track, what I'm going to be doing to get myself feeling better and just back into routine. So I hope that helps you. The biggest tip is to make sure that you relieve the pressure. Don't be hard on yourself. Life is life. We can never be perfect, and it's not what you do sometimes, it's what you do most of the time. So there's going to be times when we go off track, when things don't go to plan, when there's a lot of things out of our control. When you're sick, when you're away, there's going to be things that are going to pop up that is going to take us out of routine, and we need to be adaptable. So it's, enjoying those moments, doing the best you can in those moments, but actually being able to pull yourself back out of that and back in line and back on track. So I hope that this helps. Keep it simple. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You may not be able to do all 6 things that I mentioned straight away, but start with, 3 things. So, they're all quite simple things that I feel like is very manageable for everyone. But just, I would say, don't put an overly big amount of pressure on yourself, in particular with your training and nutrition, getting back on track. Make sure your training is something you enjoy, and that should really help you be able to get back on track with that. For example, like doing classes, booking into those classes, those types of things. With your nutrition, just trying to get in more whole foods rather than going to a strict diet plan. And I think that will really help you ease back into it a little bit easier and without so much pressure on you as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I do head away again on Friday. I can tell you guys what this is for. Should I? You'll probably know by the time that this, actually, I'm going to keep that a secret for now, but it is on the other side of the world again. So we have another 30-hour flight coming up, which I am scared. I am scared for it because the way my body, surely though, recovering from this sickness, my immune system will be up and at 'em, and I will not get sick again, surely. But we can't be sure. So fingers crossed, everyone pray for me. But that is an extremely exciting trip. The last one was very, very work. Being at the expo is very, very full on. So no wonder I'm so run down. But this next trip is going to be a bit more fun, a bit more lighthearted. I'm going with the girlies again. And then we meet a few of the other DFYNE girls over there as well, which will be just freaking incredible. This location, a dream. So I can't wait to share this with you. I am going to be vlogging that trip because I will actually have the time to do that. So I'll take you guys along for that. I can't freaking wait. It is going to be insane. So I hope you guys enjoyed my very first YouTube video. I hope it was helpful. I again apologize for being sick, and hopefully I'll be better by the time the next video is out and you guys can hear my natural, probably still annoying voice. But thank you for tuning in. If you did enjoy this video, it would really help if you guys liked it, if you subscribed, all that jazz. I'm sure that's how it works, because there'll be much more coming your way, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. And I appreciate your support, and I'll chat to you guys very soon. I hope you have the best week or the best weekend whenever this comes out, and mwah!
Yeah, I know you're gonna say Sam Wilson. Yeah. Is Marvel racist for making Falcon black? Captain America. No, it's not. I'm like, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Because I'm like, why can't he be Captain America? Is it because he's black? Because y'all the motherfuckers made it all about that, motherfuckers. No, no one else did that. But you, Gary. Because why is it wrong for Sam Wilson to be Captain America? I'm like, what did he say? He said
Hello guys, welcome
that
back to my channel. I am so excited about today's video because we're going to Ibiza
being Captain America.
today. Literally today we are on a flight to the other side of the world. First we're going to London and then we are going to Ibiza, and I could not be more excited. I was really scared. If you guys watched my last video, I was so scared I was not going to feel better before the trip. So we were pretty close to that literally like a week ago, like 2 weeks ago. We were in Germany and Scotland, so we are flying back over there, but I did get really, really sick. So I was really scared that it was the next trip was going to come around and I was not feeling better yet. But I'm healthy, I'm feeling good, I'm refreshed, I'm rejuvenated, and I'm ready to go again. So we go on a flight tonight at 10 p.m. So have I finished packing? No. Should I be doing that right now? Absolutely. Do I leave in 2 hours? Yes, I do. So priorities. I'm here rather than packing right now, but we're gonna go get that done. But I just wanted to intro this video real quickly. Today was a bit of an errands day for me, and I low-key love flying at nighttime. This has been such a productive day, and I love having a whole day. It's like the last day, you know, like the day that you are going somewhere, you're like, oh my God, I'm missing this, and this. That's always gonna happen. And when you have a full day to go get all the errands done, it's all good. So I got everything I wanted to get done today. I went for my morning walk this morning. I got all my work done that I needed to get done. I went to the gym, and then I went and got my nails done, So they are all fresh, ready to go. I got like a kind of like off-white pinky kind of look so that Hannah can't tease me about my toe fingers. So I got these done just for her. So got that done, and then I actually just had to swap over my iPhone 15. Guys, let's have a quick chat. If you're thinking about getting the iPhone 15, please don't. It is this is the second time, this is my third iPhone 15 now, because I've had to return it twice already because it always overheats. The camera quality is horrible. Like, I got it for the camera quality, but it turns out so grainy and ugly. So this is my third time swapping it over. I was going to downgrade to the 14, but they had none of those and I was leaving today. So I just had to go the 15 again, hope for the bloody best that at least gets me through this trip, and then I'll probably swap it over again at the end, let's be completely honest. So that's annoying, but alas, we're here. And also, if you know, you know, I had to come home. It is currently like 4 p.m, 3:30, and I had to come home and I had to have my final coconut cold brew before I leave, because God knows coffee just is not built the same overseas. I say like I have traveled so much, but I've actually never gone overseas twice. So this is going to be my third. First one doesn't count because it's Bali, but whatever. I need to go finish packing. The next time you see me will probably be with the Minges. We will recap then, ready for our flight to travel to London, then Ibiza. So stay tuned. I can't wait. It's right. Together.
Band is black together.
We've got all of our bags. We're about to go check in, and then we're going to get some food, and then we're going to get some more food probably, and then we're off. Guys, we can literally open the inside so I can come closer to my midget. Guys, I am so sorry about the lighting. There is nothing that is going to brighten this up, but my gosh, this lounge is lounge. It literally feels like a lounge. This plane is ridiculous. We literally have a proper setup, like we're all facing each other. We've got like a table in between us. It's like one big giant sleepover, and I'm absolutely living for it. I can't get enough of these girls. So the fact we're going to be spending 10 days together and this is our kickoff is everything. So I'm so excited. We've just ordered dinner, and a lady came up to us and said that this plane is like rated the best out of all the planes in the world. Is this Qatar Airways, and this is the business lounge. But because there is only, hopefully you guys can hear me, because there is only there is no like first class and business class, it's all like one. This is like their first class, so we're living large. Yes! Yay! So this is my lunch. I'm also watching a movie. Love that. So I've got roasted chicken with gnocchi and some veg there as well. Also, if you can hear in the background someone snoring. Why is your mask going like that? Guys, this is the hotel room. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely stunning. So beautiful. I get a full room to myself. They've even left, this is supposed to be under Madeline's name, but they've left a little note and fresh fruit. Yum. I'm going to devour that. I'm so hungry. Water, coconut water. So nice. That is screaming for me right now. I'm so excited. This is the bathroom. So stunning. We have arrived. We're going to go get some food now. What are we getting now?
Joe juice.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
We're twinning. We've woken up in London this morning and we've just walked ourselves to an Australian-inspired restaurant. What's this place called, Matt?
It's on the menu.
Granger and Cove in London. It was a really beautiful walking here. Like, the streets and everything are really beautiful, so that was really lovely. And then today I think we're planning on going to Hyde Park and having a look there, and then Buckingham. I was going to say Birmingham Gardens. That's in Newcastle. Edinburgh. We're going to go to have a look around there, but it is raining, so we've all got our little umbrellas, but I feel like it's true London style. So yeah, excited for today. It is going to be our last full day here, and then we do fly out tomorrow to Ibiza, so very, very exciting. Moment of truth. We've got our coffee. I got an iced Americano side of oat. If you know, you know. I usually go cold brew, but I feel like this is one of the safest bets.
Yeah, definitely. Let's try this coffee.
Good. Good. Good, good, good.
Take a photo of my matcha first, right?
No way. Yay. Yay. If we approve, everyone is going to be a happy girl.
I'm so happy.
So you have that one. Can I have a little taste test?
Yes. The chocolate looks like real chocolate. It doesn't look like powdered chocolate.
Yeah.
It's just smooth.
That is delicious.
It's so smooth.
That is a thick. This looks incredible. So I got, this is trout, then I got my greens. That literally looks so good. I was quite scared for mine. I didn't know what I wanted, so I like kind of just picked something on a whim. That looks unreal. All the girls' food.
Each one been ready. Anyway, this is what I got. I got mine for all the girls hate them though.
And then also,
Where's my Vegemite?
halloumi. Yum.
My Vegemite.
Can you do 5? Okay.
Yes.
5. You are far too kind, sir. Last place we had breakfast to get this scroll, because apparently it is incredible. So he's giving us a little taste test. God bless him.
On this one. On this one.
I'll have the bite. Yeah.
That is amazing.
What is it? Vegemite cinnamon.
Cinnamon scroll. You make these yourself?
That's yum.
Yes, we do.
Look at you, you're very talented. Made it to Hyde Park. This is the map. It seems humongous, so we're going to try and figure it out. We are going to make our way to Buckingham Palace, which is down here. Oh, can't even see me. Down there. So I think we're going to walk like through there and down, because the girls are really cold and it's very gloomy. So we're going to try and get through a little bit more.
So we have come to see Buckingham Palace and we did not realise that there was the guard change. So it is packed. So we cannot see a lot, but I could walk on the thing. Walk, protecting the palace as we should. So, I feel like everyone, you would be really good at that. Yeah, everyone watching TV because I can't see anything either. Have I?
You're great, sweetie.
Thanks, We are all ready for dinner. We're going out with some of the other girls who are here for the trip with us. We're all glammed up. These entrees are looking amazing. Thank you. This is our dinner. That looks absolutely incredible. I got a lamb with a side of sweet potato fries. I've got a little steak here. Not all the girls have got their food yet, but lots of steak happening there. Yum. Oh, that's cute. It's stunning. Thanks, Oski Bear. Stop that immediately. This is insane. That is so nice. Yes, get going. Hello. Hey, girls. I might spot a dolphin or two up here. This is absolutely stunning. This is where we're staying. I can't deal. Good morning, guys. It is such a stunning morning here. We have got pretty much a free morning until about lunchtime. Oh, look, the girls look so stunning. Where did Ibiza? Stop that. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, beautiful. The weather has honestly turned it on. It was supposed to be raining on the forecast, so feeling extremely grateful. But girlies in their bikinis are about to get some bikini pickies. This place is a dream. It could not be more perfect. Yummy potato.
It's hard as
I'm a smooth potato. You want some quiet time.
yeah, you can chill.
Hello guys, it has been a hot minute since I've checked on in. We have had 2 full days here now. We did shoots both days, just like small kind of shoots in 2 locations. We have now got possibly the rest of the afternoon off. We're kind of weather dependent. It is looking, you can kind of see, a bit gloomy up there. So we're going to go to the gym, me, Han and Mads. We're going to go try and get a little leg session in real quick, get some life back into us, and then possibly do another shoot tonight, or we'll just be hanging out, ordering in and chilling out with everyone. So that should be really nice no matter what we do. I did actually end up getting so freaking sick the night before we came to Ibiza. I haven't filled you in on all of that yet. I might do a proper fill in of that later because holy moly guys, I was on my deathbed, I swear. My luck on these trips so far, but woke up the next day and felt so much better luckily. So we've had a really great time so far. So can't wait to keep sharing it with you. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym now and I'll check in with you guys after. Okay, so gym ended up being a no-go. I'm so sad. I feel like I was craving a gym session, but that's okay. We live another day. We went and gyms are a little bit different here. Like there's not like a receptionist. You can't kind of just go in. You can't even just kind of like follow someone in if no one's there. They're like fully like kind of gated up. So there was no one there. It's their Labor Day today. So nothing's like properly open. Then we tried to go to like a gym hotel one and see if we could look at then we tried to go to a gym one and they would not let us. We had to actually be staying in the hotel. So no gym for us. So I'm just going to shower, wash all my makeup off, and then hopefully we're having an early dinner tonight because we've been having some super late dinners and my body, not having it. I'm waking up in the morning and feeling quite like uncomfy. So hopefully an early dinner tonight, get a good night's sleep, and then we do have, I think I already mentioned it, but an off day tomorrow with shooting. So we're gonna have a bit of a girl day. We're waking up, we're doing some yoga, and then we will kind of just chill around. We've got a beach club booked for lunchtime, so hopefully it's beautiful weather, and then maybe a few cheeky drinkies, because I mean, we're in Ibiza, so you gotta do it, we gotta live it. So that is kind of the plan tomorrow, but yeah, quick story time. I said I would fill you guys in with how sick I was on the last night in London, and I'm going to sit down because my arm is hurting. Last night in London, the night before we were coming to Ibiza. So guys, I was vomiting. I got like a 24-hour bug or something like that. And I was so sick after dinner. Like my gut just started to feel a bit off. Hannah kind of went pale, and she was like getting really sick, and we're like, girl, are you okay? She got home and she just like had to go straight to bed. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I feel so disgusting and off. I like felt like the top of my stomach, like I just needed to vomit. Went to the bathroom, vomited. To pair up with that, if you follow me on Instagram for a while, you know that I have excruciating periods, and I just got my period as well. So it was paired with like needing to vomit and having a stomach bug with first day period pains, and I was in so much pain. I was like crying. I just kept vomiting and I felt horrible. And then we were flying the next day, so we had to, and it was an international flight as well. So it was only a 2-hour flight, but we had to go to the airport like 3 hours earlier because of the international flight. 1 hour trip to the airport, and I was like, that's the last thing I need, because I just needed to vomit, and then I had my period pain. So I'm not gonna lie, I had a horrendous day. That was dreadful. It was one of the worst flights of my life because I had like extreme like motion sickness, like being in the plane, and I do not want to relive that day ever again. Came back, we went out to a beautiful dinner, and I had to literally go into the car and just go to sleep because I was so unwell. But that dinner, God, I wish I could have eaten that. But then, yeah, woke up the next day and felt good. So all is good in the world, and I've had such an amazing time since. But yeah, my luck lately, I think possibly my body's not responding well to this traveling situation, and what I can kind of cue it to is possibly the fact that like my body clock is so in routine. Like I go to bed at the same time every single night, wake up the same time every single day. I've never like kind of had my body clock skewed around like it has been on these trips where we're on polar opposite time zones. So I think I'm probably just not responding too well to that. Initially getting really sick, but then I kind of come to. So both trips now I've gotten very sick, and yeah, but I guess then again it has been 2 times in 1 month, so it's a lot for a little girl. But yeah, that is my little update. So I'm keen to chill for tonight, but I'll check in with you guys later. I'm gonna go wash off my makeup, get into some really comfy clothes, and then we will probably go into dinner not soon after. So I decided to get the yogurt fruit bowl with a bit of granola in there, and then a slice of sourdough and avocado. This is our view. Are you absolutely kidding me? This is literally a dream, and it's such a perfect day. This is our lunch and drink location. This is literal perfection. I feel like I keep saying that so far, but literally, this place is the dream. And then we're right in front of the DJ booth, which is fitting for where the show's gonna lead tonight. Strawberry Dash. Don't mind if I do. Cheers to that, darling. Good morning, guys. I haven't checked in a hot second, but we ended up going out last night. We had some lunch and drinks by the beach. I did take some videos, so you guys would have seen that, and that was amazing. But we are feeling a little bit dusty today, so we have got a shoot today. We are at the first location, and we're at one of the landmarks of Ibiza, so I'll show you guys that. So we've got another shoot day, big shoot day today, so yeah, should be nice. Hello. So stunning. At that water. That is like the bluest water I've ever seen. So we are just getting some lunch now at Cotton Beach Club. This is the view. Wait, is this concentrated? That is the water. So beautiful. Wow.
Wow.
Yum. Yum, yum, yum. We all got one. Absolutely everyone. Yum. I don't know when I last filmed on here, but it is now home time. We've got all our bags ready to go. It has been the most incredible time. I feel so grateful. The weather has been perfect, and it was so nice to spend so much time with everyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I hope it all kind of went along smoothly. I don't think I did much talking. I kind of just showed you guys around. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. All ready to go. We needed three cars for all of our baggage. Hello. Bye.
It's another one of these situations where I've talked about Millie Mac and people go, well, dude, you just want to fuck her. You just want to, like you said, man, you just want to. Anytime I complain about any woman, everybody that you can't fuck. Well, everybody. You're not here. Yeah, okay. I want to cut her fucking head off. No, I don't. Anyway, I got people coming to me and they're going, well, you were right about Millie Mac. I was thinking.
Hello guys. Today's video is extremely exciting, and I know you guys have been waiting for this, and I'm here to show you DFYNE.
Okay, I'm right about everybody. I was right about Eric Scott. I was right about Millie Mac. I was right about Shannon Bursky. I can read these people.
It's the brand new collection.
I guarantee it.
This collection, guys, I can honestly say is my absolute favorite collection from them ever. And that is not only because of the fits that you guys know, love, and adore, but it is the colors. These colors are 10 out of 10. They are pure perfection. And I'm so excited that they have brought this out, but also that you guys can now get your hands on them. Well, not yet. Very soon. I'm going to go through the colors, I'm going to go through the fits, I'm going to go through the sizing, all that sort of stuff. So you guys, if you do wish to get your hands on it, you know exactly what to pick and you don't miss out, because I have absolutely no doubt in my mind these will sell out, because this is part of the Impact collection. Now the Impact collection is always sold out because, well, if you know, you know. The Impact collection, the way I would describe it is, the shorts give you like a butt lift. It is, I don't understand what they've done, but what they've done is God's work. There's like contouring around the glutes. It's like nice and compressive, so it really does like lift up the glutes and like sculpt you in all the right places. So the shorts and the leggings, they are still the Impact, just in new colors, in hint, some dynamic colors, which if you know me, you know that I love the dynamic colors. I always wear them. Bring them out in the Impact. That is an absolute game changer. Plus some brand new colors as well. So I cannot wait. And then the bra is kind of like
the Impact bra, but different. So we're gonna go through everything now, and I'll try them all on, and then we will go through everything there. I forgot to mention the most important part. When is this launching? It is launching on the 28th of May. I will put all the details down below so that you do not miss out. 5 brand new colors coming out, come in shorts, leggings, and bras. That will be the 3 things that you can get your hands on. So the reason I have 2 bags here is because I have got 2 sizes of the leggings, because I'm not 100% sure what I'll be. Oh my god, guys, I'm so excited, you have no idea. First things first, we are going to show you the bra. Now I really hope that my camera is going to catch the color properly. So this is the brand new bra. It is a cross between Impact, as you can see by the fit. So I have currently got Impact on, so Impact, but the difference here is that this is actually a crossover. So you'll be wearing it like that. So it's one shoulder crossover, but the back does have the double strap. So it is such a beautiful, flattering, feminine bra. Now the shorts, you guys know the drill, it is Impact. So these are the Impact shorts. To show you kind of in a bit more like closely what I mean about the contouring and the sculpting around the glutes. You can see there that your butt will just fit perfectly in those little patty type things. So you've got the scrunch in the middle, and then that really does sit in between the cheeks. I've got black on, so I would show you, but you won't be able to see as much in the black. And then you've got contouring around the glutes here that you can see. So there's a contouring to kind of tighten underneath the glutes to really give you that lifting effect. And then you've got extra fabric to fit those gorgeous glutes in. That is the short. This is 4.5 inch. Okay, I have got the extra small in the shorts here. This is in the color black. It is already something that is currently out. So the reason I am an extra small is because of my waist. The extra small in the waist fits me really well, but then I also don't mind sizing down because it kind of accentuates this bum lift effect, because it is so tight around everywhere that I feel like it's literally just projecting. So this is a size extra small. You can see the length on me, also given the fact that these are probably, not gonna lie, too small for me. With that in mind, me wearing a size extra small, this is kind of what they will look like. They look very, very small here, but once you get them on, they will fit. What I would recommend in terms of sizing is, I would say it is very, very true to size. So as you can see, me sizing down in these, it is a much more snug fit. Because it is also a little bit stretchy, I can fit myself into it. In the leggings, I have got an extra small and a small just to see which one fits me better. I think I will go a small in the leggings, because in these, they're quite tight around the lower part of my thigh. These have got a little bit of stretch to them, I will say. So you can see that there is still stretch in it, whereas around the glute is going to be just that little bit more compressive, but for all the right reasons. The waist, for me personally, is not too compressive at all. I really like it. So that is the extra small. Whereas in the leggings, because of the leggings part, I don't think there'll be as much stretch that I'll be able to make an extra small fit with these thighs. So I will show you both of them on, but I'm also going to show you a little hack I have for the bras where you can wear them 2 ways. So this is fresh green. We've got Luna. So to put them in comparison, this is not beige, obviously, but it's like a much lighter kind of stone type color. Then we have got deep indigo. I will be living in this. You guys know I love my blues. It is just such a perfect staple color. So it is like a dark blue cross kind of purpley sort of blue. It's in a sense similar to Enchanted Blue, but it is a different color altogether. So this doesn't have a match in Dynamic, but what you guys will know that I love to do is I love to mix and match. So obviously wear it as a set, but oh my gosh, as if you would not wear it like that as well. Oh my goodness. Got Sky Blue, which will match the Sky Blue in Dynamic. And then we have got Ivory. So this is like a white. So perfect. To have Impact come out in the white is going to be a game changer when it comes to the glutes. And guys, can you just imagine like mix and matching this with absolutely any of the colors, like these two together? That, yes, yes, immediately yes. Guys, so time for the color reveal. We have got Lunar Rock, we've got Ivory, we've got Deep Indigo, Ice Blue, and we've got Palm Green. So they are slightly different to the dynamic colors, but similar in a sense. Then we've got the bras, so you can see you've got that crossover here. So this is one shoulder, don't be fooled. It is one shoulder, and then you have got the double cross in the back here. Very similar style to the Impact bra currently, but just a more like feminine, flattering crossover detail there. So you've got all the other colors there, and then you've of course got the Impact shorts in the exact same colors. So you have got 5 brand new colors in total, and all in the Impact from the legging standpoint, similar in the bra but very different. So yes, we will try them on now. I won't keep you guys waiting any longer, and I'll go through the fits and the colors and everything with you now. Okay guys, this is the first color. This is Deep Indigo. As I mentioned, I'm wearing a size extra small in both items here. This is the brand new top. So you can see it is one shoulder crossover, and it is Impact inspired. So that is the front. Obviously we've got the Impact shorts. I would say that these fit me absolutely perfectly. I will also say this does feel quite stretchy. So I think there has been a slight adjustment made to the material, which I am personally loving, because this feels so much more comfortable to me personally, but it is still snugging me in perfectly as well. So you can see glutes are doing the most. This is the back, and then that is the back of the bra. So you can see the crossover detailing there. The other way I will personally wear it, I'm not the biggest fan of a one shoulder. For me personally, I just don't feel like it's the most flattering style for me. Same thing with the halter bras. Just for me personally, I know most girls love it, but for me, I prefer like this. And although yes, it is like a little bit longer, it doesn't make that much of a difference. So this is how I would personally wear the bra, as like a normal strappy bra like that. A close up of the short so you guys can kind of see the impactness. So you've got the scrunch going right down through the middle, and then you've got like the compression kind of going around the sides, which accentuate the glutes and kind of give it a bit of a lift effect. Now, of course, you can also mix and match. So I'll quickly show you mix and matching the two blues, which is how I will also be wearing it. These are the two new blues together. Obviously 10 out of 10, absolutely stunning. I would give you guys an example of these new colors compared to the dynamic colors. So this is the ice blue next to sky blue. So they're similar, but they are different. So they are a slightly different shade to each other. So this one is like a little bit darker, and this is a little bit more paler. Then if you've got the enchanted blue compared to indigo, you can see that it is a slightly different shade. This is a much more kind of like darker blue, whereas this is a bit more cross with the purple tone. Now this color is ice blue, so it is the lighter blue shade. Honestly, so beautiful. And if I compare it to sky blue, you can see the slight difference. So this is a more paler tone of blue, and this is slightly darker. And then the Impact scrunch. What I might actually do is I'll show you the sky blue bra on with this as well. The very slight difference in the shade, slightly darker, but you can still absolutely get away with it if you do prefer this style of bra. And then this is the normal dynamic back of the bra. The next color is Palm Green. I think that this is my favorite color. It's so stunning. To compare it next to the Fresh Green in Dynamic, this is just a little bit darker than it usually is because it has been worn to the absolute shit house. But to put it in comparison, this is a much paler. I would say all the colors are a paler version, a really beautiful, soft color. So this is it compared to Fresh Green. I really do think that this is just so beautiful together. It kind of breaks up the color a little bit and keeps it more in like the neutral tone, whilst adding that little bit of color. So this is with Lunar Rock as the bra, and then Palm Green. That's what the back looks like. I thought it was about time I showed you guys some leggings. So this is Luna Rock. I'm sorry if you can't really see very good because I've got such a white background. Very light grey, very soft grey. So these are the leggings. This is actually a size extra small. I found that I can actually fit into it. And again, I explained why I like the extra small. I just feel like it's nice and compressive just under the glutes. And then this material is slightly stretchy out so I can make it fit, and then you can see it's not too tight around my waistband here, which I love, but I will definitely say it is tighter around the legs, but I'm fine with that. I always get asked about my undies, so you can see that there is like contouring around the glutes, so it is a slightly darker color. Every time people ask if something is squat proof, I always have to ask like, what color undies are you wearing? Because of course if I'm wearing black undies, you're probably going to see the black undies. So I always wear a neutral color undies, unless I'm wearing a dark color where it won't matter. But always wear lighter color undies. Will you see your butt crack if you are doing a squat? No. So I guess that's kind of, I hope that answers it. Always wear neutral undies underneath light colors. I also wear like a G-string sort of thing, so you're not going to see like the outline of my undies either. But that is also the back. What I will do as well, I'll show you guys a small one for reference, and I'll put that on now so you guys can see. So this is an extra small. It's fitting my waistband really well. It is nice and snug around my legs, but that's good because honestly it kind of compresses me in a bit more. I've still definitely got room to move, so it's not like it's digging into me or anything like that. And then it is fitting my glutes nicely as well. Decided to put on a darker color just to kind of show you. So you can see it does still fit me amazingly. Like the small still fits me perfectly, especially if you're someone that you don't like things to be too tight around anywhere. You just want it to look really nice, flattering and complimenting. I personally like a tighter fit for me, especially around my waist, because my waist is a lot smaller than my legs, but this does fit my legs amazingly. And it's the small is still absolutely perfect. It is just a bit stretchy around my waistband, but I do understand I'm quite different in the fact that I really have to cater to a much smaller waist than my legs. So this is the size small. Like I said, it still fits perfectly. That is what it looks like at the bum. So it's just not as compressive and as sculpting, but if it still absolutely does that same job. So then that is the back, and that is in deep indigo. Okay, now this is Luna Rock back on with these shorts this time, and again I'm always going to be a size extra small in these shorts at the moment, and everything I'm sharing you has still got a little bit of stretch to it. Typically I would say I do size down to an extra small in almost all activewear unless there is no stretch in the shorts, and that is simply because I do prefer that tighter fit, and I do prefer it to fit around my waistband, and then in shorts I can typically make it fit my legs. So side, the scrunch, and the back. I think I've changed my mind. I think that this might actually be my favorite color. This, I had to change the background so you could actually see me. This is in ivory, and this is like their kind of white. And this, I just think, I know white can be quite hit or miss for people, but I think white is such a beautiful color. I think it just makes everyone look so stunning, especially if you do have a tan. But obviously, would this be a lower body outfit? Absolutely not. This could definitely go for upper body or hot girl walks, but I just think it is such a stunning, stunning fit. And of course, show you the bum and the back. Making sure that you obviously wear your nude undies, but I am wearing nude undies here and you can't see them. That's just an obvious point, I think. I do also feel very compelled to show you this with the Origin Zippy. All white in a tight fit is so beautiful. With the Origin Zippies as well, you've got the little thumb pockets, and then you've also got a really cute little hoodie situation. So nice, and then zipped up. Is so pretty. That is my full try on haul and review. I really, really hope that you guys found this helpful. And if you do have absolutely any questions whatsoever, please do drop them in the comments below. I'll be keeping an eye on these, so make sure you ask away if you're unsure about absolutely anything. Like I said at the start of the video, this is my absolute fave drop with DFYNE
this far. The colors are absolutely beautiful. They're still really subtle, but still add that pop of color, and they're just such beautiful pieces to have in your wardrobe. I do obviously have a discount code with them as well that you guys can use, which is just my name, Millie. If you do choose to use my code and support me, I honestly appreciate you so much. I hope that this is helpful, and I hope that you guys get your hands on all the pieces that you want. I have no doubt in my mind this will be a very successful drop. So if you do wish to get your hands on stuff, please do not wait. I do not want you to miss out. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have not already, liked the video, but also if you would like to keep watching my videos, please subscribe as well. It really does help. I will see you guys in my next video. Actually love. Just like, hello guys, welcome back to hello guys. I hope you have all been so amazing. I am so excited to be sat here today. I have honestly been meaning to sit down and do a big Q&A with you guys for weeks and weeks and weeks, but life has been hectic. You probably noticed the change of scenery behind me. I have actually moved apartments, which is so exciting. I am so obsessed with this place. It is so beautiful. Have such an amazing view, and honestly I just love it. It's bigger than my old apartment and it just feels a lot more like my home now. I absolutely love where I used to live in Palm Beach, but this apartment came up and I came and saw it and I was like, I love it. So new home, and I'm excited to like fully set it up. It is like set up with all of our current stuff now. By the way, today we are doing a big Q&A, lots of personal questions, all your juicy questions, getting to know me a bit better and more about like my life and all those types of things. I'm really excited for today's video. And one of those questions was to give an apartment tour. I will do that when it is fully set up. So it's currently got all my stuff in it and it looks really cute now, but it's not how it's going to look forever. So I am getting a whole heap of new things sent, and I will be doing it up a little bit more. And then I've got like a really, oh guys, my outside table, it's like a dream outside table, so I can't wait to show you that. So when it is all set up properly, when all my new things do arrive, I will do a little apartment tour thing for you. Right now you guys are just gonna have to wait because it's not as cute and special as what I want it to be just yet, so you'll just have to wait. But in like what else has been going on? So I did intend to do this, like I said, kind of like 3 or so weeks ago. So firstly, what happened? Oh, my camera broke. So I needed to get this camera sent away to get fixed, and then that took like 2 weeks. So I wanted to do it in that time frame, but then I couldn't. So that happened, and then literally I got it back and I moved like the following day, and I was going to film like my moving vlog. And that was all way too chaotic, and I could not handle that. There was no way I could go through that moving process and film at the same time. I had like, it was stressful. So moving to this new place, we needed to book out the elevator, which we did do, but it didn't happen properly. So then we got here on moving day and we weren't allowed to move any of our stuff up to our apartment. So we had that weekend to clean out our old apartment and then obviously move everything into this one. They wouldn't allow us to move in here because we could not book the elevator. You needed like 48 hours notice. And yeah, there was just a complication when we did actually book it in. But anyways, old news, we got there in the end. And so we had to literally
Like we had to keep all of our stuff in the moving van over the weekend. We couldn't even bring a mattress up to our apartment, so we had to sleep on the floor for the whole weekend, clean up, it was chaos, guys. So anyways, then that didn't happen. So then we moved, and then I went away for a few nights with my girlfriends for one of my friends' birthdays, and then came back, and then I got sick. So you can probably hear I'm quite nasally at the moment. I'm still quite sick, getting better, but I sound like crap. So I was sick, and then finally I'm like, you know what? I'm not putting this off any longer. I miss you guys, and I need to sit down and I need to chat with you guys. So yeah, and we're gonna do this Q&A because I put up a Q&A weeks ago and I haven't got around to it yet, and I want to do it. Like, I love answering questions. I am very excited to get into it. I'm very excited to be sitting down here and having a little chat with you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys liked today's video, and I hope that you guys get to know me more. It'll just be like a little sit down. Like you're sitting here, you're sitting on my kitchen table right now. So just like you're just sitting here and we're just chatting about life together. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, we have relocated to the lounge room. So we'll kick it off. We'll keep them nice and like quick rapid fire sort of for the start, and then when we go into like a bit more like deeper ones towards the end. So first one, what is your nationality? I'm Australian. I don't have anything really cool like underneath either. It's kind of just like Australian. I've got like some Scottish and Irish in me, but yeah, she's a bit boring. I would love to have like Spanish, Brazilian, all those like nice exotic ones, but I mean, I wasn't blessed with those genes. Astrology sign, I'm a Virgo. And what is your middle name? My middle name is Rosemary. And fun fact, my real name is actually Amelia. So absolutely everyone knows me as Millie. Every single person in my life calls me Millie, even my family. The only time I'd really get called Amelia when I was younger was if I was in trouble. But even then, no one calls me Amelia. I feel like it's a name I'll pick up more as I get older. Yeah, my real name is Amelia, which not many people at all know. Where are you from and what's the best thing about it? So from Australia, if I'm going to just like dial it down into like the location I am in, I'm currently in the Gold Coast. Prior to, I was in Newcastle, and then prior to that I was in Tamworth. So Tamworth, let's just scrape that off the surface. There's not much good about that. And then Newcastle, I honestly loved Newcastle. It is an absolutely stunning place. The beaches are beautiful. The coastal walks are beautiful. It's very chill, like it's very relaxed. Yeah, it's a beautiful place overall. It's just a lot more like chill. So that is why I actually decided to make the move to Gold Coast, because it's a little bit more fast paced, and especially with like the fitness industry that I'm in, it is like, that is like the heart of Gold Coast. I would say this is definitely the fitness spot of Australia, and there's just, I feel like everyone up here is very like entrepreneurial. They're very like driven. There's a lot going on. There's a lot more like-minded people, because I found that in Newcastle as well, like especially with like the social media space, there wasn't that many people doing it. So it's like you kind of felt quite like a bit like an outcast in a sense, not for any other reason than just like, you know, little things like taking pics or like, you know, videoing yourself at the gym. It was just you just felt very awkward doing all of those things. And for me, in like the fitness space that I'm in, and then also the social media space, I mean, it's just huge up here. So I knew that there was so much more room for opportunity in the Gold Coast where I am. The lifestyle is amazing as well. Like I said, everyone is pretty much into fitness up here. There's just a lot more like restaurants, cafes. We've got a lot more people, like-minded people that you're surrounded with, beautiful friends, lots of opportunity, and it's also an absolutely stunning place. I would also say though, if like the thing that I do miss about Newcastle would definitely be like the coastal walks. Like it is very much so like you can just walk along the beach. It is so beautiful, like along paths which have really beautiful views, whereas in the Gold Coast you don't really have that as much. You kind of have like a path next to the beach, but it can be like you see a lot of like, there's a lot of like garden in between the ocean and the path, so you don't get as much of a beautiful coastal view, which I do really miss.
And also in Newcastle, I used to live on the beach and my apartment was literally on the beach, and where I lived there was dolphins out the front every single day. If you know me, you know like those dolphins were like my children. I like would upload photos of them every day. Like I would get so much happiness from sitting and watching the dolphins. I could watch them for hours and hours and hours on end, and I miss that the absolute most out of Newcastle. Like I know that sounds super superficial, but like I've been scavenging the Gold Coast bloody ocean for dolphins and I have not seen a singular one yet in like 7 months. So that is sad to me, and I really, really miss that about Newcastle. But yeah, everywhere has its perks. Australia itself is absolutely stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. The lifestyle, I would say, is probably the best part of Australia. I think that's what it's known for. It's still nice and relaxed, Gold Coast in particular, a little bit more fast-paced. Especially when it comes to, you know, the business space or the social media space and that type of thing. I feel like that's very much the location I'm in currently, and I love that. I feel like I've grown a lot since being here as well compared to when I was in Newcastle. Lots of questions about my bikinis as well. So honestly, there's no one shop that I go to when it comes to like swimwear and stuff. I honestly shop anywhere I like a good bikini. I'm just like, get that. But in terms of good quality, I have heaps from BDM, which I love because they are reversible, so you get 2 bikinis out of 1. I've got the green and white one she's referring to is just from General Pants Co. It's an actual brand of something. I'm not quite sure what the brand is, but I got that from General Pants. I've got a few from Lahana Swim. I also always get asked, I have a red and white one that is from Siesta, and they're really good. They're just a local brand up in Gold Coast. And then where are some other ones? I feel like that's kind of the main, yeah, off the top of my head, like, oh wait, yeah, off the top of my, that's like the ones I wear all the time, is those ones. So, but honestly, like anywhere. And I typically do like reply to comments on my photos and stuff where you ask where it's from. So if you're ever curious, just ask me. Are your lips real/enhanced? Probably one of my most asked questions ever. Anytime I upload any type of photo, I always get those freaking men in the DMs being like, she's overdone her lips. Bro, shut up, firstly. Yes, my lips are real. Yeah, no, my lips are real. I do have them tattooed, and I feel like that does actually make them look bigger as well. And I did get, so probably like 3 or so years ago, I did get a little bit of filler in them because when I was younger, I split my lip open. So like I felt like, and also I was just kind of influenced by social media, I'm going to be completely honest. I've never needed it. I've always had big lips, but everyone was getting their lips done and I was like, oh, you guys look so good. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should get my lips done. But anyways, I got a little bit in my lips, but it was more so to give my lips a bit more shape because they didn't have as much shape in the upper part because of when I split my lip open. And then that kind of completely wore off. I got my lips tattooed and I've just never needed to touch them up again because I like them. And they have given my lips a lot more shape because my lips color kind of blended a bit into my skin. They probably didn't look as big. So this has been like kind of like a permanent lipstick sort of, or lip liner and lipstick sort of situation. And yeah, so yeah, that's my little background with my lips. What's the one moment that shaped you into you? Oh, that's a really good question. I would say there's been lots of moments throughout my life that have helped shape me. Like I'm a huge believer that when it comes to, you know, tough situations that happen, they happen for you, not necessarily to you. Like things can be really, really, really crappy when you go through it and you're like, why is this happening to me? You wouldn't wish this upon anyone. You know, I have a lot of moments in my life that I would say I've been at rock bottom, but all those times have truly helped build me up to be stronger. I had anorexia when I was younger, and that was super, super severe. Ultimately, there is just no way I would be where I am today if it wasn't for that chapter in my life. Like that was the absolute hardest thing I'd ever have to go through, I ever have gone through. And it was, you know, I learnt in my recovery so much about myself and the way I didn't want to live. Like I never wanted to live like that again. It was so miserable. And I feel like when you're at the lowest point of your life, you have no choice but to go, you know, one of two ways. And for me, like, that's not an option. It's not an option to stay in those low places. It's, I grow from that, and I have the power to change my life. And I think when there's no lower place than the point you are, the only way is up. And you know how sad and scary and lonely being in those dark places are. That can't be any worse if you actually tried to turn that around and tried to get better and tried to be happier and tried to do something different. In those times, I've learned just how strong you are and how you do have the power to change your life and how you do have the power to change your environment, or for me with my anorexia, my thoughts, and also the way I choose to treat myself, the way I choose to treat my body. I do have that power, and I realized how powerful my mind was and how powerful I am as a human being and how strong I am, and that if I could overcome that, I could truly overcome absolutely anything. And that has been probably the biggest superpower I could have gained at such a young age, because I know that no matter what happens in this life, I will persevere and I will come back stronger no matter what life throws at me. And I would say that is something that, again, I wouldn't wish upon anyone, but I wouldn't change it for the world either. So yeah. The next question that I absolutely love is, what makes you the happiest version of yourself? And honestly, I would say I am the happiest version of myself when I'm just in like a good routine that I feel like is in alignment with what is important to me. So like, for example, having a solid morning routine and nighttime routine, like my morning routine being taking time off my phone, like not having that be the first thing that I do when I wake up. That drastically shifts my energy. Just try it. Anytime I go on my phone before, like, let's say 9 a.m, I will notice my energy for the entire day has just shifted. So like staying off my phone in the morning, going for like a morning sunrise walk, listening to a podcast, being by the ocean, just taking some time like to be with myself and set my own energy and intention for the day. Coming home and like getting into work and feeling productive in that way, so I'm not feeling overwhelmed with work stress or anything like that. Sunshine makes me so happy. Like honestly, summer, I'm definitely the happiest version of myself, like having a day where I can spend some time at the beach, lay in the sun, get a bit of a tan, go to the gym, come home, spend some time with my partner, and have my nighttime routine. Like, so basic, but I am truly the happiest with the simplest of things. Like I don't need anything fancy. As long as I feel happy and at peace within myself, I am doing things that are aligned with me and that make me feel at peace and happy. I am a very happy version of myself. So yeah, and I'm also very much so a routine person. I feel my best when I'm in routine. So that's a huge priority for me as well. Next question. How many years have you been training? Honestly, for so long. Like I have been going to the gym, I would say, for 10 years, because even with, my ED and all those types of things, like obviously I was going to the gym in those times. And then I would say, so maybe 9 years ago, I started going to the gym and I was doing like pump classes, which is like weight classes that weren't really proper weights. It was more like cardio in weights. And so I was starting to do weight training. And then maybe a year after that, I started to like follow YouTuber weight programs and kind of just enjoy training, starting to get into that groove. Definitely wasn't training properly, but, starting to get into weight training, and, training 6-7 days a week, those types of things. And then I probably did that for 2 years. And then I actually did CrossFit for 1 or 2 years. And then I injured myself in CrossFit. And then that's when I actually moved completely into weight training specifically. And then I started following structured training programs. And that's when I actually started transforming my body. So in the last 4 years is when I have made the absolute most progress on my health and fitness journey. And that is when I transitioned from just following workouts and, training. I've always trained really, really hard and really consistently. But when I started following a structured training program, focusing on progressive overload and, also pairing that with enough protein and eating enough food and those types of things, that is when my body has completely transformed. So I have been training for 9 years, but specifically training properly, I would say in the last 4 years, and that is where I have made a lot of my progress. But then also prior to that, I was training very consistently, training very hard. I definitely used to overtrain so much. Like I said, I would train 6-7 days a week, sometimes 2 times a day. Like I was training all the time for hours, and I was not getting anywhere. Like I literally was not making any progress. And then I stripped things back. I focused on the basics and trained less and less amount of time in the gym, and I have made the most progress. And that's why with all of my coaching, I focus so much on education, because that is so important when it comes to your fitness journey. More is not necessarily better, and a lot of the time less is more, especially with people like myself, where I was very disciplined. I could get the job done, I would put in the work, but just didn't have the right structure that was needed to take your body to that next level and actually give your body even the recovery it needs to grow and to develop, which is so important. What is the root of your confidence? Honestly, I think a lot of people think confidence is something that comes from like your appearance and like how you look, and that is absolutely not at all where my confidence has come from. I learned throughout my eating disorder and things like that, that confidence is never going to come from the way you look. It's going to come from the way you feel, because it's like the common thing, like you could see someone, they have such an incredible body, and you get to know them and they are one of the most insecure people you've ever met, because confidence doesn't come from your external appearance. It comes from your relationship with yourself and how you view yourself. And if that is only coming from the way you look, that's going to be always fluctuating, always changing. Whereas my confidence has been built on the person I am, and my confidence within who I am as a person. I'm trying to be my best every day, and if other people have a different opinion on me, that is okay. We can all have our own different opinion, but that's not going to change my opinion on it myself, because I know myself and I know my character, and I'm proud of the person I am and that I show up to be. So that's where my confidence is built. At the end of the day, you're never going to be for everyone. There's always going to be people that do not like you. But the most important thing is, do you like yourself? And not in a superficial, like cocky way, but are you happy with the human being that you are? And I think if you can truly say that you do, or for me, that I haven't always liked who I am. Like I've had to do a lot of work to work on my mindset, work on my relationship with myself, how I show up, or whatever it may be. I've done a lot of work to do that. I'm constantly working on myself, and for that I'm proud. When this used to be a thing, like people did it, right? Like now I'm the person. The next question, with social media being part of your job, how do you handle the negative aspects of it? And that's taken so much time. In move spot again, I feel like the lighting was really bad over there. Something that always honestly has been an absolute game changer for me when it comes to social media and negative comments is I always like think about the person that is writing that comment, and I physically cannot comprehend the mindset of someone that would sit there on their phone and write out a really nasty, mean comment to someone that they do not know, like to anyone, absolutely anyone, let alone someone on the internet that you do not know, that also is not out there trying to be harmful or mean or nasty to anyone. Like my life is not affecting you, or that's why she did it. If it's something like a transformation post where I'm actually trying to help others and then they're still trying to drag me down, I'm like, wow, you're an extremely nasty and unhappy person. I do not value your opinion at all. And I could absolutely never, ever do that to someone. And yeah, I just always like think about the other person and the type of person they must be to do that, and why on earth would I waste my time, my energy, question myself over someone who genuinely does not know me at all and obviously isn't a nice person in the first place. So yeah, that's how I deal with negative comments. Does that mean that I don't care at all? Like sometimes, yeah, like sometimes you're a little bit triggered by it, but it doesn't make me question what I'm doing. I know that I am doing everything with good intentions and that I am actually trying to help people, and I won't let some Karen on the internet or someone who's created a fake profile literally just to be nasty to stray how I feel about myself and the positive impact that I could make on other people by doing what I do. The next question is, what motivates you the most when it comes to training? And another one that's along the same lines is, how do you keep motivated on your fitness journey after so much progress? So I don't rely on motivation at all when it comes to my health and fitness journey. This has become part of my lifestyle. And at the start, absolutely, it was not a habit and it was more of a chore and it was hard. But the goal is to make this part of your lifestyle. And for me, I shifted my mindset from just going to the gym to look a certain way, or just eating healthy to look a certain way. Now I do it because of how it makes me feel. Like, the gym makes me feel empowered, it makes me feel happier, it makes me feel stronger. I feel proud of myself, when you hit new personal bests at the gym, when you do something that you never thought you could, when you show up on the days that you don't feel like it and you show your determination, your commitment, your discipline. I feel proud of myself and it makes me feel good about myself, and I feel like it helps build me up to be the type of person I want to be, because I feel like what you learn with your health and fitness journey with discipline, commitment, consistency can be transferred into all areas of life, and I just find it such a positive part of my day, and it definitely helps me be a better person, and it also helps with my confidence and my self-esteem, and also I guess how I show up every single day. And for that, I choose to show up even when I don't feel like it. So it is a discipline thing. I'm not motivated to go to the gym every day, absolutely not. But I know I will feel better by going. And I know that it's not just about showing up to destroy myself in the gym and to have an excruciating session. I know that also there's just some days you show up genuinely just to get the mental benefit of it. So I go to the gym not just to look a certain way, but for also all the other benefit it gives me, which is how it makes me feel. And then on the days I don't feel like going, I will hyper focus on that compared to what numbers I have to hit, a certain training session I have to do, those types of things. Because honestly, I'm not motivated a lot of the time, but I will always feel better for going, and I'll always leave that session being proud of myself for turning up, even on the days where I really don't feel like it. The next question is, what was the best advice you could give your younger self going through what you have? So I'm assuming what I have in the past, which I touched on earlier. I would honestly say that your relationship with yourself is by far the absolute most important thing. It does not matter, like all the time we're looking for external things to bring us happiness, and that we think that that will make us happier, it'll make us more confident, kind of like what I touched on earlier. But honest to God, your relationship with yourself is by far, that is going to determine every single area of your life. And it's not easy, and your inner voice, your mindset is honestly going to determine the quality of your life. So if there's one thing that you put a lot of focus and energy into, focus on the way that you talk to yourself, because just as you may have trained your mind to be your worst enemy, you can train your mind to be your best friend. And it takes work, it takes consistent effort every day. I would say by nature, I am a lot more negative than I am positive. So I am very, genetically, it runs in our family. We are very susceptible to things like depression and mental health struggles. And I've experienced that throughout my life, my entire life. I have to make a really conscious effort to be positive and to have a positive outlook on life, and to have things in my day every single day that help me feel calm and at peace and centered and aligned with myself. And I have to make that a priority in my day, or I can go downhill very quick. And I would say, that's extremely important, because I understand that the things I choose to do every day are going to affect my quality of life, and you're stuck with yourself forever. So your relationship with yourself is going to be the most important relationship you ever have, without an absolute doubt. So that would be what I would honestly say to my younger self, because I think that would have really changed my perspective on a lot of the things I was doing or trying to achieve, because I was doing all of that with external validation in mind rather than actually how I was viewing and treating myself. The next question, whilst we're on kind of that same line again, and then we'll move to a bit more kind of light-hearted sort of stuff, is how did you choose to recover from your ED and come to terms with weight gain? So it definitely wasn't just this kind of split decision and then it was all uphill from there. overcoming an ED, which if you've ever experienced it, you would understand is extremely hard, and there's lots of highs, lots of lows, like not really that many highs, like it's very, you know, up and down. You might have a few good days and then you'll have a few bad days, and that was definitely my experience as well for many years. I did have to, you know, really make that decision within myself that no matter how hard it got, I was going to take one day at a time, and I was going to continue to put one foot in front of the other. I was so depressed, so unhappy, and I did not want to be here anymore in the depths of my ED, and I knew that I did not want to live like that. Like, life is too short to literally spend it at war with yourself and be as unhappy as I was, and I did not want to live like that. So no matter how hard recovery was, it could not possibly be harder than the life I was already living, and I was willing to go through that hard time to know that potentially happiness was on the other side of that, and freedom was on the other side of that, and actually being able to live my life was on the other side of that. Like, that to me was worth the perseverance through the darkest of days to hopefully one day actually be happy and healthy again. So for me, what allowed me to be, and I'm not going to say that putting on weight was easy, because it absolutely wasn't. Like, that was not easy for me. I was not happy about putting on weight. It was extremely hard, like an ED, and for me, I had anorexia, so it's a very severe mental illness, and I would cry about my body every single day. Like, it was not an easy thing, but again, you had to hold on to the bigger picture and the bigger why as to why you're doing this. And I was so unhappy, and I knew that if I kept going, I wouldn't be here anymore. Like, there was no way I was going to continue living the way I was. So for me, I had to really hold on to, I'm doing this to be healthy. I'm doing this to be happy. I know that the weight I am is not at all healthy. So, you know, putting on weight, I understood. No, I didn't understand at the time. It feels like everyone's against you and like they're all trying to make you fat or whatever it may be. It's understanding that you're unhealthy right now, and putting on weight is healthy, and your brain actually cannot function. When you're so underweight, your brain starts to shut down. Your whole body starts to shut down. So putting on weight is actually the healthiest option, because that is when your body will actually start to function properly, your hormones, everything, to allow you to actually have a better quality of life. So hold on to that, and also focusing on just taking one foot in the front of the other. Don't focus on the all the way over here. Don't focus on the whole staircase, focus on the step in front of you. Is genuinely how you have to approach recovery. It's hard, but it's so worth it. Okay, we'll do a few more light-hearted questions, and my camera keeps overheating, so I think it's telling me stop talking. So we'll start to wrap it up now. Do I do my own training? Yes, I do. And also you can follow my Train Like Me program that is in my app, and that is my exact same training program, as well as all the education that I really heavily try and focus on when it comes to educating my clients around training, nutrition, and how to maximize your results and steer past all the misinformation out there and all the harmful information that can also be out there, so that you don't have to waste years on your fitness journey and you can achieve your goals in the most achievable, sustainable, and enjoyable way possible. So, quick little plug, but I've created this because I'm so passionate about it. So if you do need help on your health and fitness journey, you guys know where to go. What is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve, I would say, is just like overall rudeness and cockiness. Actually, anything to do with like being rude, I think like I have no time for at all. Absolutely none. What is the best undergarment for DFYNE shorts / leggings or your show lines? Yes, great question. So I get asked this all the time. So about undies under activewear. These are the ones I have. They're from Muscle Nation. Those ones, the mini G-strings. You can also get the same types of ones from bras and things. Just like they literally look the same as that. So that's just a 3-pack. They're the ones I use, and as long as I can remember. How old am I? I am 24, 25 in September, the 2nd. So almost 25. How many sessions and how long do you train for in a week? I train between 4 to 5 times per week. It was 4 times in my last training block, and now I've moved up to 5 days again. Reason being, I found I was under recovering, especially coming back from, I had a back injury at the start of the year. I continued to be sick, so I was just not recovering by the time my next leg session would come around. So I always do 2 upper body sessions, and then I I was doing 2 lower body sessions, and now I'm back to 3, and I've lowered the volume in each lower body day and just spread it out so I could train 3 lower body sessions, less volume, so I could recover a bit better as well. So that's been working really well for me. So yeah, I train 5 days a week at the moment, and my sessions go for probably about 90 minutes. If I'm filming, it takes longer, but yeah, between like 60 minutes to 90 minutes. 90 minutes is typically a sweet spot for me, but I may be at the gym longer because I'm actually filming, and that takes forever. What is my favorite muscle group to target? Honestly, I love training all muscle groups, to be completely honest. I love quads because I just find it is so hard and like painful, but like in a good way. So I really enjoy training quads at the moment, but I feel like I go in between enjoying all different body parts. I love training everything, kind of except for chest, but I mean, that is what it is. I really struggle with diet in addition to workouts. Would you be willing to post more recipes or ideas? Yes, so I actually do post them a bit on my Instagram already, and I do tend to like always save it to my highlights of recipes on my page. I do eat the same types of things literally like every day, so my daily foods would already be in there. I'm a pretty like basic eater, and I can eat the same thing literally for months and months and months and months and months on end. Yeah, I have them highlighted, and I will continue to share more about that on there as well. And then also in my app, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of my favorite recipes in there as well. So okay, I'm gonna make this the last one. I feel like it's a nice one to end on, and it is what inspired you to do content creation. So I have been like posting on social media for many, many years, and I never kind of got into it with the goal of like becoming an influencer or, you know, growing a huge platform. I honestly didn't even see that as something that would ever happen for me. But, you know, I started sharing bits about my health and fitness journey, and there would be my workouts or tips and tricks I had. And also I was a personal trainer as well, so I was sharing bits along the lines of that, and, you know, training my clients and all those types of things, running challenges. And I just grew such a passion for education, and I realized that I could really, really help people and transform their life inside and out. And also going along my own fitness journey, I learned so much along the way, and so much of the root of why I do everything that I do with social media is truly trying to be the type of person that I needed when I was starting my health and fitness journey, when I was struggling, or just being some kind of inspiration that people can look up to know that 1, recovery is possible, or 2, building a strong body is beautiful, and loving yourself is beautiful, and helping people feel empowered and confident within themselves no matter what their body's shape or size is. Because definitely when I was starting my health and fitness journey, there were people in the fitness space, or definitely not like that I could see, that had strong legs, and I naturally I'm supposed to have bigger legs. I'm not supposed to have really skinny like thigh gap or anything like that. And so much of my negative relationship towards my body was steered around the people I was looking up to on social media were completely different to me, completely different body shapes and sizes, and just genetically not possible for me to achieve in a healthy way. Like, one of my favorite things is when people, they say to me, like, you've taught me to love my legs and to embrace my body. Like, that is something that means so much to me, because I genuinely wish that I had something like that when I was younger, because I do believe that that could have helped me not hate my body so much and feel like I needed to change so much. And I love being able to be in the position I am, and being able to connect with so many people, and being able to be some kind of like a positive light, whether it be in the form of educating them, or giving them inspiration, or giving them motivation, or giving them the empowerment to be on their own health and fitness journey, no matter what that looks like. And I just feel so grateful, literally, for every single one of you guys that does choose to support me or be here. I really hope that I can continue to have a positive impact in whatever way. And yeah, so that is going to be the end of my Q&A today. I have really loved doing this. I definitely want to do this more often, so I will make sure that I do another one in the next few weeks as well. But I hope that you guys did like today's video, and I hope that it all kind of went smoothly. It was my first one doing it talking to a camera like this, so it was a little bit odd compared to how I usually do it on my Instagram, but I will definitely make sure that I do it a bit more often. But yeah, I hope that you guys liked today, and I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day, an amazing week, whenever you guys are watching this, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Hello guys, I hope you are absolutely amazing. I am so excited for today's video. We're doing a full try on haul review of the brand new DFYNE collection called Ignite. This collection is huge. There are 7 brand new colors coming out and there are 5 pieces in every single color. Brand new pieces. So it's completely different to anything that DFYNE currently has with their Impact, Revive and their Dynamic. It is a different material and I'm going to go through absolutely everything today so that you kind of know what to expect and know what you're looking for and get your favorite pieces. So firstly, I just want to go through the different pieces that you will see in this collection. I am wearing it now as well. So we've got new shorts, we've got a new crop top and long sleeve, as well as tights and a bandeau. First one, which I know you girls are going to absolutely love, is these brand new bandeaus. It does have removable padding. It is a nice and soft type of material and it has the most beautiful cross back at the back as well. I will try everything on for you guys so you can see it on me, see the fits, and I'll give you my honest review of how it feels, how it fits, everything like that. So the first one is the bandeau top, and then the next one is this long sleeve that I have got on here. But again, the fabric is super, super soft, really nice and stretchy. I am actually wearing an extra small here and it fits me really well. It's not digging in anywhere. It's a nice soft fabric, nice and stretchy, really, really comfortable. It does also have removable padding inside the twist top, this long sleeve, and all of the bras as well. So that is what it looks like at the front. What I absolutely love as well, you guys know I'm a sucker for the way they do their branding, but just on the inside, it has Let No One Define You, and then the DFYNE branding is also really nice and subtle as well. So it has it on the shoulder, which you can hardly see in the black, and then on the back just there as well. So really nice and minimal and just, yeah, really, really, really beautiful fit. So that is the bandeau, that's the long sleeve. Next, we've got the shorts. Now, the shorts, they are not Impact and they are not Dynamic. I would compare it the most similar to Revive, the most recent collection that just came out. And as you guys know, that is completely different to everything that DFYNE has come out with. So I would say this fabric is most similar to Revive. It's a really kind of soft, stretchy fabric. The waistband is tighter, so it does suck you in, but then the rest is just like nice and stretchy. I will say it does move though, so just beware of that. It does have a scrunch. So Revive didn't have a scrunch. This one does have a scrunch. It's kind of like the Dynamic scrunch. In terms of length, keep in mind I'm an extra small in absolutely everything I'll be putting on today. This is the length of the waistband. It is quite long. Some people love it, so I would compare it to the Dynamic waistband, whereas you guys know Impact sits kind of just like just below the hip sort of thing there. I do like to roll it. I feel like that kind of sits a bit more comfortably for me, but it is a longer waistband. Length is like mid, so it's a little bit longer than Impact and then a little bit shorter than Dynamic, so it's kind of in between the two. I always recommend like really pulling it into the glutes. You may not be able to see as much in the black, so when I try it on later in other colors I'll show you, but it has got like a scrunch in the middle. It's not super compressive, it's just like a really nice stretchy fabric. However, the waistband is definitely tighter and that is what it's looking like at the back. You can't really see in the black as much, so I'll show you in the color. It also does have like this speckle kind of detailing on the sides, which I think is really nice. Branding, really nice and subtle as well. Other one is their tights, so the exact same, just obviously in long tight. Brand new bra, which looks like that. and then at the back it's got this beautiful like crossover detailing there. Has removable pads. I would say it's very much so light support. The one thing I will say about the bras, I would definitely say to size down in them. I'm an extra small, and I would even say like I could size down again. Just have like a more snug fit and have it all kind of like, even like just pull me in a little bit more, you know?
These are all of the colours and styles. So you can see there's 5 pieces. There's the long sleeve top, tight shorts, 2 different styles of bras, and every single colour.
So first things first, this is the charcoal colour, which I think is the perfect staple. It's like an off black colour, and I love that it is an off black. Also, this long sleeve goes so nicely mixing with all the colours as well. So if you're getting colours, highly recommend to get this charcoal long sleeve, because I think it just ties the colours in so nicely. So these are the shorts. Like I did say, the waistband is on the higher side. So that's where it sits, just normally. In terms of the scrunch, it is just like a nice subtle scrunch, nothing too extreme. I do prefer to have this sitting down just so it does sit in the middle part of my waistband. It's got the speckling on the side, which I think is really cute. There isn't any compression or anything under the glute, so it is just like a nice soft, comfortable fabric. And then in terms of the waistband, it is a nice tight waistband. The long sleeve top, super comfortable and stretchy. It does have like this tie in the middle, which just looks really nice with like even, I really love wearing the bras underneath and having like some of the bras showing. I'll show you some of the colors, how nice that looks. This is the back. It's definitely on the bigger side. I would 100% recommend to size down, because I could definitely size down again, but this is the front, that's the back. Okay, so this is the bandeau. I'm personally not a bandeau girly, but these are super cute. It does have the very subtle branding on the front, so you can wear it, honestly, you could wear with this with jeans if you're that type of girl as well. So that's the front, really nice. And then the back is like a beautiful twist. I mean, I don't really have boobs, so I don't have a lot to go off if it's supportive, but I mean, it is a bandeau, so I mean, take with that what you will. I think it's more of like, you know, something that looks cute more than being a super supportive bra. Yeah, I think it is really cute, and it will come in every single color. Every single thing I'm showing you is coming in every single color. Okay, I actually think this is my favorite color. I wore it to the gym yesterday with the black long sleeve, and it was literally the most beautiful combo. So this is Cool Mint. I'm really hoping the camera picks up how just stunning this color is in real life. It is just the most perfect green color. I just think it is so beautiful, and like I honestly think mixed and matching this with the black is just so stunning. I'm definitely going to show you what that looks like, but I love putting the bra underneath. It does really like perk up the girls, and the colors with the speckles I think really brings it out, which is super nice. Like these two together, so beautiful. I love wearing a little pop of color underneath, so wearing like the matching color underneath and then tying it in. I just think it looks so stunning. So this is Cool Mint with charcoal, the most beautiful green. Like, I'm so in love. This is the tights. I'm wearing a size extra small in absolutely everything. So in terms of like the way it fits the glutes, it is a super stretchy material, so you definitely can make it fit. Always make sure you like really yank it in there to get the maximum, you know, scrunch up the glutes, but it is really nice. The speckling on the side also kind of like brings out the curves more as well, in my opinion. So yeah, absolutely love it. And I love like the combo of mixing the black in to kind of break up the color a little bit, because sometimes like heaps of color can be a bit much. If you're into that, I can go off, but I think this is one of my favorite colors. They are all so beautiful, but the green has just like got my heart. This color is Lemon Drop. It is the most beautiful yellow color. These are also all squat proof, so we'll definitely say that off the bat. Even though they are stretchy, I'll show you like in here, like there's no see through as you like stretch out the material. So Definitely squat proof. That is it with the charcoal underneath, and I just think it just makes the color look like stand out a little bit more in the fact that like you can kind of break it up a little bit. But I absolutely love like mixing the charcoal in with this, and I just think the yellow is so beautiful. So that is Lemon Drop. She is so stunning. I'm not going to put like the bandeau and the tights on for every single video because there is so much to get through. So I'll show you kind of like the main things so you can really like see the color. Yeah, you guys obviously now know what the leggings and the bandeau look like on me. So I'll show you kind of the main things and the main ways I would personally wear it as well, because not really a tights girly, not really a bandeau girly, but like loving the long sleeve, the bra and the short combo. So let's keep going. Like just quickly, okay? You can see the black is just going with absolutely everything. So I think if you're gonna get a color, get the charcoal as well, because you'll get so much more wear out of it being able to like wear the full set or like mix and matching it a little bit more. I just think that you will honestly love getting that kind of breaking it up a little bit, because I think you'll just get so much more wear out of it. Like, you know, on the days where you're like, I don't really want to be like popping out at someone as I walk past and like they're like, holy crap. This could be like your little go-to. So I don't know, that's just me, but I really love the charcoal mixed with all of these, because it's not like a black, it's still like, I don't know, it just looks really beautiful. So top tip, make sure y'all do that. Now this is Aqua. She is so stunning. The bra underneath with long sleeve. I really like kind of pulling the sleeves to the side slightly so you can still see the bra. I just think it looks really beautiful and feminine. Shorts, obviously, the speckle. I just think they have perfected, one, the colors, and two, I actually think the speckling just kind of, it ties everything in so nice. And then at the back, this color is Clay, the most beautiful like grey clay. Clay would be the perfect color to describe it. So in the tights here, the other thing I do just want to mention about the tights, I do actually think they're kind of sitting on the like shorter side. So that's probably worth noting, especially once you kind of like, well for me personally, like I'm really trying to yank it up and like have it, the scrunch sit in my glutes. So therefore, and I am quite short, so tights are on the shorter side. You can really see in here like kind of what they've done with the speckle is like they kind of put it around the side to kind of like give you that, you know, hourglassy kind of look. And they put a bit of speckle under the glutes as well, which I think is really nice. So it's not like one block color. Just kind of break it up a bit and kind of give you a bit more shape as well, without giving you like, you know, compression and stuff like that. So still the really soft fabric. And then the speckling is giving you the shape and the contouring around the legs and the glutes, which is really nice. And then you've got it all around the bra as well. It's giving coffee date, hot girl walk. She is stunning. And this is like a close-up of the color. Now this one is for all my pink loving girlies out there. This is Flamingo Pink. Hot pink, but then kind of mellowed down into like a darker shade. It is so beautiful. So the shorts and then the little bra. And I do actually want to show you it with the charcoal bra and then the pink long sleeve, because I think that looks really cute as well. So I'll show you that quickly. And then just one more time, I'll show you guys the back of the bra. Okay, so this is them together. I just think the pink is so beautiful. And then, yeah, you guys know the black underneath is just doing things to me. Up close, the color. The final color is violet, and I love purple. I feel like it's giving brat style and it's just so beautiful. So it's like a nice darker shade of purple, but all the colors, as much as they're really bright, they're also like being toned down by the speckle. So I just really want to like reiterate that, because I feel like if I was just to see these colors, they probably wouldn't do much to me, but actually getting them and putting them on, I absolutely love all the colors. Like it's even hard to pick a favorite because they're just all so beautiful. And then putting it on with the long sleeve. And I just love how you can layer it up as well. I think that that's really nice, like how perfectly the bra sits underneath the long sleeve to give you that little bit more support, but then also still look really nice and feminine. Like the bra poking through, I actually think looks really, really, really nice. And you can obviously wear it exactly on the shoulder. I just kind of prefer pulling it down a little bit because, I don't know, like showing the collarbones a little bit more, giving a little bit more. It's very cute. So this is Violet. So that is all the colours and the full try on. I honestly think that they have absolutely nailed the colours of this collection. All the colours are so beautiful. And like I just said, looking at it, I honestly didn't know if it was like my vibe, and then putting it on, I'm like, wow, these colours are literally so stunning. And if you're not that much of like a colour girly, being able to break it down with like the charcoal, chef's kiss. It is so beautiful. So it is launching on the 25th of July, 4 p.m. BST, which will be the 26th of July, 1 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for my Australian girlies out there, or you know, whatever time zone you're in. If you guys do have any questions at all, let me know. Like, I'm happy to answer anything, any other questions that you guys have. Hopefully I've gone through most of them here, but for reference, I'm an extra small in absolutely everything. In terms of the fits of things, it is definitely like a stretchy material, so just keep in mind about the waistband. It's definitely a tight waistband. The extra small, I could not size down in the waistband. It is like on the tighter side there. In terms of like the stretchiness of the fabrics and stuff, you can definitely size down. I would 100% recommend to size down in these bras because I feel like they are quite stretchy and they are on the lower support side as well. So just something to be aware of. And as always, guys, you can always save with my code Millie at checkout on all of your DFYNE purchases ever. But if you do choose to use my code, I just want to say I really do appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for your support. And I hope that you guys absolutely love this collection and get your hands on everything that you want. And I hope that this haul was helpful. But if you guys do have any further questions, make sure to drop them below or ask me out on my Instagram or whatever. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Projects, all of the AI projects, they come out of the defense budget. So when they tell you they want to cut waste with DOGE, that's not what they want to do. They want to redirect funds to their projects. They want to redirect funds to their millionaire and billionaire friends by cutting their taxes. Not only do they want to extend Trump taxes, but they want to increase them for people making over $1 million a year. And they have tried to convince people that the people on food stamps and the people on Medicaid is the problem with this country. And it's not. It's the billionaires taking trillions of dollars from our tax dollars for their contracts. That is the problem. Always follow the money. The reason Elon Musk... Yep. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have just realized I haven't actually done an intro for this, so this is actually a bit of a later intro. I'm going to start from my morning after this, but just wanted to jump on and say hello. I'm going to take you through a full day with me. I'm going to put my necklace on. I feel really naked. Hang on. But I thought I'd keep this like a nice kind of simple vlog because honestly, I'm a bit of a routine girly where I do the same thing most days, like to a degree. I might have a few like little bits and pieces that would change daily, but overall it's kind of like the same type of vibe. So one huge thing, I put up like a story on like a questions box on my Instagram the other day and was like, what kind of stuff do you guys want to see from me? So many people said that they want to see a daily vlog, and as well like routines, my supplements, just like chitty chatty type of videos. So here we are, we're going to do the whole lot. And yeah, so I hope you guys like today. I'm going to, so this morning's agenda, we went for a sunrise walk this morning, went and got a coffee, coming back home. I am going to take you guys through my morning supplements that I take every day, a little bit about my gut health and my gut health journey. I've got some work to do. I've got some meetings. Stay from the gym today, just because Oh my goodness, a big thing with my gut health at the moment as well is I've had to strip back my training just a little bit because of the inflammation in my stomach. So that does mean that my training has changed. I'm still keeping 4 weight sessions per week. However, my intensity has dropped. If you want some more information on this, then go to my Instagram and go to my gut health highlight, and I actually talk all through it and all about the changes I've had to make and everything that's going on with my gut health. I will touch on it a bit in this video. However, if you guys do want like a more in-depth type of video, just because if I feel like if I talk about it for so long, this video is going to go for like 10 hours, and love you guys, but I know that you don't want to watch me for 10 hours. Training has changed a bit, so 4 weight sessions, about supposed to be about 50% intensity, but I'm probably doing about the 70%, but that is progress from what I was doing. So that's still a win, you know. I'm still following rules. And then I'm having like 4, 5, 6, like 3 rest days where I'm doing yoga, and like slower, more mindful movement, like yoga, stretching 3 times per week, sauna 3 times per week. And yeah, I still go for my walks every single day, sometimes 2 times a day. And then also sometimes when I'm editing videos, I'll do some very, very steady state cardio. So it's not like high impact at all, but that's my kind of overview. So today we've got a rest day. We'll do a yoga flow. We'll have a sauna. I might do some work in the sun because it's UV is supposed to be at 9. So we're going to lap that up. And yeah, just take you through like my nighttime routine and all that nice and basic stuff, but like what my kind of day looks like, and also things that I do to help with my mental health, which I've shared a little bit about on my Instagram as well. That's like a huge focus for me right now. Is I did notice that my mental health was definitely lower for a lot of this year, so it's a huge focus for me now, and I do think my gut health has played a really big role in that. But already from some of the changes I've made and like little routines I've implemented into my day, I have noticed that I am feeling a lot better mentally. So that is really, really good. It really just goes to show that sometimes it's like the simplest of things that make the biggest difference. So I hope you guys liked today's vlog, and make sure you guys let me know down in the comments, yeah, if you guys have any questions or any other videos you guys would like to see, because obviously I make it for you guys. So I need to know what you guys actually want to see, you know? But yeah, let's roll the tape and let's get into it. Day. Good morning, guys. It's currently 4:50 a.m. And we're gonna take you through a full day. Also going to include everything from the moment I wake up, all my routines, everything. So I think I'm actually gonna do like a proper talk through and stuff when I get back after, you know, my brain's working a little bit and I want to see the sunrise. So I'm not going to talk too much because I'm going to be on a bit of a time crunch, but let's get ready. Okay, and then I let that kind of sink into my skin a little bit. Then I'm going to go choose what I'm going to wear for my morning walk. Hold on a second. This is like my hydrating like daily cream. So I'm thinking of actually wearing the brown dynamic today. All my bras. Okay, what top? I'm gonna wear some tracksuit pants, so these ones. Spoil it with my lashes because I've got a lash lift, so it's just gonna keep them healthy. Okay, then I have like lash serum, so again to kind of keep my lashes healthy so that it lasts longer as well. Is because I need to get my lips touched up. I've just been using this like lip tint from Benefit. I look a bit crazy immediately, but I'll even show you guys what it says. This is NARS. It's a very dark one, so it's in like a Laguna or something. It's very dark, but it works for me. So this is like the oldest thing I've got, and I have never been able to find it again, so I just love one of the colours in there, which is the colour I wanted with this. But I've had this, I reckon, for 10 years. I'm actually not even joking. I'm just doing my nose contour. It's a really nice, like, dark colour. The last step. This is MK Beauty. Love. Okay, so all of my joggers, I have a special one for beach walking because they're like more on the leather side, so I can wear them on the beach, because then I also walk up to get a coffee and the ground is too ouchy for my feet. So, oh no, it's getting bright real quick. So we're going to rush. Okay, so I have to take my morning sups, but I'm going to explain that to you when I get back because we need to go. So these two I take on an empty stomach. I'll leave it on the bench so I remember. And my last one of each, how good. Okay, super quickly. So this is the new dynamic bra. The back is like a nice, this is like the worst shot I'm showing, but open back. Then we've got dynamic shorts on underneath the new limited edition B-Day trackies, all in like brown shades. So my little morning walk fit. Don't judge me. I can't have coffee on an empty stomach. So I just eat something really little before I leave. So that, because it just helps with my coffee. So because I'm in such a rush, I'm just gonna literally take this with me. It's not like a meal or anything, but it's just like something to be in my stomach. I'm literally just gonna eat like this. About walking at this time of day is it is literally so quiet. Like there is no one around, and I love that all our walks. So my morning routine, I just come down to the beach and I go for like a sunrise walk. The sun is not up yet, which is good. That means I'm going to be here for full one, which I love. And then I listen to a podcast right now, but I'm doing Fucking Mine by Alexis Fernandez, but they change every day, kind of depending on what episode is speaking to me. I do like to listen to like a self-development one first thing in the morning, because that's when our brain is more like susceptible to information. So it's, for me, it's really important to make sure I've got like some positive stuff. I walk to like probably about 2.5 to 3 kilometers to a really good coffee shop, which I've been loving their coffee and it's warming up. So now I just get like a cold brew with a dash of oat milk, and that's been good because I was kind of dreading my walks a little bit for a while because I moved to a busier part of the Gold Coast and it's just so much busier and it was making me really anxious. So having like a destination to walk through encourages me to walk a lot further than I was, and then I really enjoy the rest of the walk. I enjoy my walk there because like the anticipation of the coffee, and then walking back is easier because I'm like sipping on my coffee, the sun's up, and I'm like, yay, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to watch the sunrise. I'll show you guys when it's up and what she's looking like, and then we'll get on with my day. But it's like my dream house on crack. Okay guys, we are home now. My daily struggle is I love walking to the location of this coffee shop because it gives me like a destination to walk through and I always walk further because I've like, even if I want to turn around, I'm like so close to the coffee shop though. So, but it's like 2.5, 3 kilometers away. My problem though is the commute home. Because like the commute home is fine because I've got my coffee, I'm loving it, like walkie. But my issue is coffee goes straight through me. So I get about halfway home and your girl's got to go. There is no toilet stops on the way home. So I get like, maybe there's like 5-10 minutes left and I'm like clenching bum cheeks walking home because I am busting. So yeah, take with that information what you will, but that is my struggle. Anyways, so for those of you who don't know, if you don't follow my Instagram, which is where I probably talk about it the most, is I have been struggling with like gut issues, pretty severe gut issues for like the last 2 years, and I have recently been starting working with a naturopath where we're focusing on healing my gut. For years and years and years, like I was going to doctors and kind of, for as long as I can remember, I remember going to people like on my fitness journey and like talking to them about my water retention and my inflammation that I have struggled with for as long as I can even look back to when I first started PT, which was in like, would have been like 2017, I reckon, when I was like complaining about my estrogen dominance and like my inflammation and my water retention. So it stems back for as long as I can remember. I'm not sure if my like anorexia plays a role in my hormonal issues and stuff, but anyways, so I have been like naturally trying to, like when I say naturally, like through lifestyle, thought that I could overcome the gut issues and stuff that I was facing. I eat a really healthy diet. You know, I tick all the boxes when it comes to sleep, movement, like water, good nutrition, all those things. But it's obviously like there's inner work that needs to be done. So I've been working with a naturopath and her name is Jordan. All of like on my gut health highlight on my Instagram, I talk all through it. So if you are in need of a naturopath, guys, I couldn't recommend her more because I have made more progress in the last like month than I have in years and years and years of like trying to do it do it through lifestyle and stuff. So for most people, by having a healthy lifestyle, you shouldn't struggle with inflammation and, really bad gut issues and all those things. But if there is underlying issues going on, then yes, there's probably some deeper work that you need to do that you'll need, supplements and stuff that are going to support your body in healing. So I'm going to talk you guys through all the stuff that I have. Okay, so when I first started with her, so when we first started, she was like, we can kind of start the healing process by what from your symptoms I assume is going on, or we can get a full gut microbiome test, like a stool test, and we will pretty much be able to get down to the very crux of what's going on. It was a more like expensive route, but I was like, you know what, I've spent that much money going back and forth with different doctors and trying different things that, ended up not working. So I've been just throwing money at a wall for years. And I'm like, let's do the test. And when I say it's expensive, it was like $400, $500, but it told me exactly what was going on. So I was like, let's do that. And then we can actually make sure we know, one, I know what's going on, and two, we've actually got the right game plan to start healing my gut. So that's what we did. And it came back that I had like extremely high levels of inflammation. So there's like a kind of scale that it comes on, and here's like good, and then here's like really, really bad. So it kind of starts, I think it goes yellow, and then it moves on green, moves on to like yellow, orange, red. My inflammation at the very end of the red zone, so extremely, extremely high. And then like my gut bugs were really unbalanced. I had a lot of bad gut bugs that were overpowering all my good gut bugs. I wasn't absorbing nutrients, so things like fat, I had zero fats being absorbed. What that means is, so fats are responsible for honestly pretty much everything in our body. When we have our 3 macronutrients, which is our carbs, proteins, and fats, our only essential macronutrient is fat because it is responsible for our brain health, our hormones, our nutrient absorption, all the critical functions of our body. They are reliant on healthy fats, and my absorption of that was 0. So that really does explain why I could have been eating all the good stuff in the world, but my body actually wasn't absorbing it. So that can explain like my iron deficiency. It can explain, because I had my bloods done and I was iron deficient, but like they didn't really look at it, like I had to go on iron tablets and stuff, but it's like, but why am I iron deficient when I eat red meat, when my diet is really healthy? So it's a lot of the things with normal doctors is they'll be like, oh yeah, this is wrong, like let's just do this, but it's not, but they don't look into, well, why is it like that? There's obviously a deeper reason why that is happening. So yeah, I had a whole heap of issues going on, but it really made sense as to why I was experiencing so much inflammation, so much like pain and bloat, and then also why I guess I was having so many health issues as well, because my body just wasn't absorbing nutrients. We've got stuff to help with everything I just mentioned. So to help with my inflammation, my gut bugs, all that sort of stuff, is these supplements. You can't really see just because of the setup I've got here. So we've got these 2, and then these 2. And then I also take a pre and probiotic, which is seed. I've talked about this on my Instagram before as well. I'm going to see if I've still got a discount link for you guys. If I do, I'll put it in the description. So I take these 2 on an empty stomach, which should help with my body, like the gut lining, the inflammation from the start before I have my food. And then I take these 3 with food. So I'm actually going to make it up now. But yeah, in terms of like how I'm feeling, like I am absolutely starting to feel better, which is amazing. Like I'm not having as many flare-ups as I used to and when I say as many, like I'm not saying I'm having none, because I could get a little bit depending on what I eat. But as an example, I did even eat like Mexican the other night, and the last time I had Mexican, I had the most uncomfortable, horrible flare-up, and I had no flare-up. I like things like that, which may not sound like much to someone, but my flare-ups are like, I cannot have anything touching my stomach because I'm so uncomfortable. I have to like fully like no impact on my stomach whatsoever. I can't breathe properly. I'm in literal pain. Like I can't concentrate. I can't talk to people. Like I am in freaking agony. So that is really, really good. So I know I'm making progress. Progress feels slow, but that's exactly what I expected on a healing journey like this. Like if we think about the amount of years my body has been struggling, of course, I'm not going to feel 100% in a matter of a month, but the progress I have been making has been pretty significant in a short amount of time. Like when I went overseas with DFYNE to Scotland, and then I went to Fiji after, my flare-ups, I think I was a little bit bloated a few days in Scotland, but no huge flare-ups. And then in Fiji, same kind of thing, like bit of water retention, which is so normal for me. But when I talk about like the flare-ups, I'm talking about extreme bloating, real bad discomfort, those types of things. And even in Scotland, I did and even drink for the DFYNE event. So the fact that I didn't have any flare, I was like, I'm making progress, and you know, I'm taking every single win along the way. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with the progress we're making. And yeah, give me a few more months, guys, and you're not even going to recognize me, honestly. I'm not even going to recognize myself. This actually tastes pretty good. I don't mind drinking that. The one thing I'm glad that is currently not in my routine, and my girlies will understand, if you've ever had like a herbal tonic from a naturopath, I'm so glad that I'm not drinking that at the moment, because I've had some rank shit in my life. That tops it. That takes the absolute cake, and it never gets better. So yeah, that's my morning supplements, and I will have breakfast really soon. So as you guys would have saw as well, I have a little tiny bit of food before I go on my morning walk, because one huge thing that Jordan said to me was to not have coffee. So she's like, ideally I would like you to stop having coffee. However, I would say coffee is one of my main enjoyments in my day, and that is not an over exaggeration. I look forward to my coffee when I'm laying in bed. I'm so excited to wake up. One of the reasons, the sunrise. Second reason is my morning coffee. So it was like, okay, so from a mental health standpoint, we're gonna need to keep that coffee in there. So she's like, so let's just make sure that we eat before coffee, never have coffee on an empty stomach. And I'm telling you guys, the way my gut feels now, when I would have my morning coffee, it's like my gut, I thought it was normal. I was like, okay, my body needs to go to the loo or whatever, but my stomach was like churning. And now it's like my stomach is fine. Like, yes, I need to go to the toilet halfway on my way home, but I feel like that's just me, full stop. My bowels are like, ew, shut up, Millie. But yeah, it's made a huge difference. So that's one thing you can definitely do for your gut health. And obviously my inflammation is so high, but is to stop having coffee on an empty stomach. Have something before you have coffee. And that's just at least one huge positive you can do for your stomach. Because I was having coffee on an empty stomach for years, because like I'm not hungry first thing in the morning at all, but having a little bit of protein, and like I always have some roast veg in there as well. I'll just have like a little bit of that, and then I will go for my walk, have my coffee, come home, and then have like a little bit of a bigger serving of that same sort of thing. So yeah. So a lot of my day kind of starts with the night before, because the night before I'll always write out my to-do list and like my game plan for the next day and everything I need to get done. So my very first thing is my morning walk, as you guys would have seen, and my coffee, and I listen to a podcast there. I also post my content for the day on that walk. I have like specific times I need to post, so I will also post that then as well. To do is I'll kind of have my brekkie when I come home, so I'll make that in just a moment, and then I get straight into work. I find I'm definitely my most productive in the morning, when like straight after, like my morning routine really just set up my productivity. So straight after that I will get into my work, and then that's kind of when I start to do my other things, whether it be my training, or, you know, creating content. So that is kind of how I structure my days. Okay, you guys, let's get our brekkie ready. So currently with my breakfast, this is something that I have recently been doing that I have found my gut is feeling really, really good for, and that is I cook up a huge, look at this entire thing, cook up a monster amount of roast vegetables, and I just have some of that first thing in the morning. It's low prep, which I love, and it keeps me really, really full and like satiated, and because it's like a decent, really good amount of protein plus all the micronutrients from vegetables, it's just a really good, like, well balanced brekkie. And who said you can't have dinner for brekkie? Okay. So I've got some sweet potato, some normal potato, some pumpkin. I usually have zucchini, oh, and also some carrot in here as well. I usually have zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower, but that all froze in my fridge, so we don't have that. You can't see too. I'll show you guys at the end when I've got it all together. And as you guys would have seen before my walk, I ate just a little, and fennel, because that's really good for inflammation as well. I did have some of that this morning, so I'm just gonna have a tiny bit because I don't need to see some of that. Then we've also got some onion. Guys, I freaking love onion. Yeah. Give that to me now. Looks boring. And I'm also going to have some walnuts on the side as well for some healthy fats. My veg is cooked with extra virgin olive oil. That's a big thing that, like, being in the fitness industry and for many years tracking my macros, I was always like hardly ever used oil on my veg or foods and stuff because, you know, saving calories. However, now I'm like, put some extra virgin olive oil on it. freaking have a full avocado, have a handful of nuts, like all the things that like when you're tracking your calories, you're like, be mindful of that stuff. Now I'm like, no, healthy fats is what is going to help my body feel and be its best. So that's what we're doing. Now I'm just gonna heat it up. I'll eat some more nuts now. My bag of nuts. And then I like to just have like a handful. It's going with my all brown vibes. So that is meal 1, 8 p.m. Okay, my first stint of work is now done. I had a few meetings. I got done all my emails, content planning and like creation, ready to go for the week, and then I'll come back up. I'm going to have a little break now, go get some sun and read. I like to have like a bit of a break in the middle of the day and then come back into it in the afternoon. I'm also thinking I'm going to just kind of try and edit this vlog along the way a bit as well, just so that there's not so much to do at once. So then I'll probably get into that a bit more this afternoon as well. We'll see how long this goes for and whether it's going to be a day vlog or it's going to be a day plus bits of my week, but we will see. Stunning day out there. The UVs are 9, so I'm going to go down to the beach and catch some of that while it's there. I have been loving like kind of habit stacking. I'm reading the book Atomic Habits at the moment, which is this one. If you have not read it, come on. If you haven't read it before, you definitely should. It's my second time reading it. Oh, the whales are out. Whales, like, as much as they're so beautiful, God, they're boring to watch. Like, they literally, like, you'll get so excited. Like, I'd show you guys, but there's, like, nothing really to show. Because they just kind of come up to the surface of the water. You see them and you're like, oh my God. But they do nothing. They squirt out a bit of water and then they go back down for, like, however long. Like, and then even when they come up, you can't see anything. You just see a squirt of water. So if you try and catch it on film, it literally is just, like, nothing. So beautiful, but like they're not like dolphins, you know? Like dolphins are just like, ooh, so cute. Okay, yes, stop getting distracted. Oh, yeah. So I've been loving it. Habit stacking is like a huge part of this book, and I mentioned earlier I'm really trying to focus on my mental health and doing things in my day that positively contribute to my mental health and make me feel better and just like overall, yeah, feel better, and that's it really. And I have always found when I am working on self-development of any kind and like learning and like evolving in any way, my mental health always improves. And I had been trying this year to do things that used to always work for me when it came to improving my mental health and feeling better. And I was just like, felt like I was hitting a brick wall and just like wasn't feeling better. Like my mornings are such a huge part of my day that I always look forward to and like love, and I was just like dreading my mornings. Like I was like not enjoying my morning walk, and that's why like those little things I mentioned this morning about now I walk to a destination to get a coffee and then, you know, make myself walk that little bit further, and I've got now little bits of my day that I'm really looking forward to. And one huge thing for me is, especially in the warmer weather, like the sun is like a huge like energy lifter for me. It always has been. I'm always happier in summer, so a huge like something that's really important for me is to get out in the sun whenever I can, whether that's a walk in the sun or laying in the sun. And because I'm trying to get back into reading, because that's something that is getting me off my phone and scrolling and just wasting time and scrolling on social media, my energy just like drops so much and I just feel like crap doing it. I'm like swapping out to do things like reading, or I'm getting back into painting, or, you know, cleaning out my cupboards, or watching YouTube, like other things that stop me from just sitting on my phone and just wasting time and just like doom scrolling literally. So I'm gonna go lay out in the sun It's like a double tick because I actually triple tick. Some sun, a tan, and reading my book. So gonna go do that now. Might lay out there for like 2 hours and then I'll come back, and I think then I will do my yoga and sauna, and then I'll come back and I'll do my second stint of work and then possibly start editing this. So yeah, let's go do that. I'm gonna take you guys through what I pack in my little beach bag. We have got number 1, a hair clip. Number 2, oh my god. Okay. My literal miniature sunscreen. Okay, so I brought this online, right? Because I was like, I need some more sunscreen for my face because I left my last one in Fiji. And then there was this for $40, and me thinking this is like a big pump size sunscreen. I was like, bargain, 50 plus, you know, like I was like, this is perfect because in the photo, this looked like a big pump thing. It arrives and it's this big, $40. I got it for me and Pat, and then when it arrived, I was like, so this is just for me, do not touch this. So yeah, we got my miniature sunscreen, which I'm gonna put on before I go down. Beach towel. I got Pat's big hat because what I like to do, where's my other hat? I like to do this one, so like when I'm like reading or something, and then I add this to the top to like give me extra, can you see? Extra width so I can kind of like look down and like cover my face. Little top tip. These hats are so much better. So we've got that. Earphones in case there's screaming kids around and I want to die. And then my book. And then I'm going to put some ice in my water bottle. Oh, and I popped my pillow, my little beach pillow. So I need another one of those ASAP because they are a game changer if you go to the beach. They're one of the best inventions. But yeah, I'm gonna go down now. It's a bloody perler of a day. Look at that. Sorry, she's bloody not being out of focus over here. But gonna lie to you guys, I'm feeling like really overwhelmed and like anxious at the moment. Like when I was down at the beach, I was feeling really like my head was just going a million miles an hour. And I find like when especially right now while I'm trying to do like my mental health type of stuff, a big thing that I find it gets me feeling like not very good is social media. And I feel like because today I'm so like film, I'm really out of the present moment. I'm really like just out of my body and I'm just feeling like really anxious. So I'm just going to probably take it a little bit easier for the rest of the day. I'm just going to come make some lunch now, and I'm just going to really kind of try and take a step back and just film and not have to speak so much, just so I can like be more present and just like enjoy the things that I'm doing. So right now I'm just gonna make my lunch, which is gonna feel a little bit backwards compared to like my breakfast and now, because I'm just gonna make like my sourdough avo eggs type thing. But like I said, my gut's feeling really good off having just like the roasted veg and chicken for breakfast, and it's just a lot easier and quicker so I can get straight into my work in the morning. Then I'm gonna have this, and then I'll go down, I'll do some yoga, and then I'll have a sauna, and then I'll kind of see how I'm feeling for the rest of the day, whether I just want to kind of chill or whether I want to do some painting or, you know, that watch some YouTube. We'll see how I'm feeling, but I think I'm just going to take it a little bit easier for the rest of the day and really try to like take a step back and like calm myself down a bit, because I'm noticing I'm feeling really anxious. But also in saying that, I'm due for my period, and I find I'm really like emotional and just like really like all over the place when I'm due for my period as well. So definitely like it's one of those things where you just got to recognize how you're feeling and be patient with yourself and listen to what your body needs. Realistically, I should be taking a complete step back from social media right now, which is what I would usually do, but I really want to like film it like day in the life and also keep it really real with you guys. So keeping it real with how I'm currently feeling. But yeah, just cleaned up the space. I always find if I'm feeling anxious and overwhelmed, I just need a completely clean space, and I already feel like I'm feeling a bit better for that. And then I'm just going to really like, phone is away for the rest of the day. I'm not going to sit on that at all, because I just know right now that I need to get off that. So yeah, going to make some lunch now. So I'll take you guys to that. Hello guys, I've just gotten back from a 20-minute yoga little stretching sort of session, and then the sauna, which I did for 25 minutes, and I feel a lot better. So I'm really glad I did that. I definitely needed it. So now I'm just gonna go have a shower, and I'm gonna have a nice chill afternoon. I think I might do some painting afterwards, so I'll just show you guys little bits and pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it nice and chill for the rest of the day, just kind of listening to what I feel like I need right now. But I'll take you guys through what I do for my hair, because that's such a common question that I have. It is like super sweaty and gross, but I'm not going to wash it yet because I sauna every second day, and if I just washed it every time I had a sauna, that would honestly just be killing my hair equally as much. So I'm going to go do that now, and then yeah, touch base with you guys soon. Okay, this is what my hair looks like after like I get out of the shower and do that routine. And for everyone who always asks me like what I do for my hair, I do that every single day after every shower. So that I do the Virtue conditioner. I put like a thin layer of that through in the shower to kind of get out all the knots and like put their curls on like the individual like strings sort of thing, and it's like kind of what they naturally fall into. And then when I come out, I'll do that like defining cream through it, and then I scrunch it all up and then I let it air dry, and then it'll end up going into its curls. But you really just don't want to touch them once they're like this and not let anything rub against it, or that's when it can go really frizzy. This just fully came over in like 30 seconds. You can't even see. Wow. That's crazy. Hello guys, I have just gotten into bed. I thought I'd kind of chat through a bit about my nighttime routine and what I do at nighttime that, one, not only helps me have like a really good night's sleep, but it also sets me up for the next day as well. So these are things that I've been doing for years, and I could never not do it now because I've felt the biggest difference by doing these things. So the first thing is I always clean up my space before I go to bed. There is nothing worse than waking up the next day and having a messy space, because you just start your day off like anxious and overwhelmed. Well, especially me, like that's something that really like stresses me out, and I just know like it's not doing it the night before is just like giving your future self work to do, you know what I mean? So I find that that's super helpful for me. I always clean up my space so that when I wake up the next day, everything is really nice and clean, and I can kind of start with like a fresh slate. So that's been a game changer. And then I sleep, apart from the obvious, which is like have my shower, brush my teeth, all of that sort of skincare, that sort of stuff. Then I sit down in bed and I go through my to-do list for the next day, which is what I'm going to do as soon as I finish this video. I do my to-do list for the next day, and what that does is it just helps me, instead of laying in bed and thinking about every single thing I need to do the next day and not being able to go to sleep, I get absolutely everything out. So I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I write it all down and then I make sure that I do it the next day. So it just allows me to clear the space out of my head and like just like running through my head as I try to go to sleep. It's all written down, and then if I think of anything, I can just add it to the list, instead of being like, you know, when you lay in bed and you're like, I can't forget this, I can't forget this, I can't forget this, and then you spend hours being awake being like, don't forget it, but when you could literally just get up for 2 seconds, write it in your notes and go back to sleep. So I do that. So I do my to-do list for like personal, business, work, and any chores, anything else that needs to be done, absolutely anything, I'll kind of section it. And then after that, I always journal. So journaling, I know it's something that's a little bit like woo-woo, and a lot of people are just like, they don't know how to get into it, or they think that it's like they've got to just talk heaps about their feelings and stuff like that. And journaling, I've spoken about this so many times on my Instagram, but like it has saved my life. And not from the standpoint of like, just like, yeah, like I said, journaling about your feelings or journaling about your day, but just getting things out of your head and onto paper. Like, we can cause such havoc in our minds, but in reality, it's not as big as what we kind of build it up to be in our heads. So I find that it just allows me to have a non-judgmental space where I just write down anything I'm thinking, anything I'm feeling. So if I'm going through in a dark place or anything, and there's particular things that are really heavy on my mind, I can like write about it and I can talk myself through it, or just talk about how I'm feeling, or even work through it as well. So I, you know, may say how I'm feeling, how it's making me feel, but then I may be able to switch it around to be more of a positive. Or it could literally just be like kind of like having a vent in like a safe space and just writing about anything and everything. And a lot of the time it just takes a lot of the weight off you that you may be holding on to about the certain situation. Or if things are still going pretty good and there's nothing like necessarily negative that is weighing on you, it can also be that you can just write about like your day, like all the good stuff that happened in that day. So it could be like, I woke up this morning, it was a beautiful sunrise, the sun was shining, I had a delicious coffee, I saw some cute dogs. Like, it could be literally so basic, but I have, like, if you really think about it, like, happiness really does come from the most basic of things. So that's a really nice way to kind of get into nighttime journaling as well, is just like kind of going through your day, because there's so many things that we take for granted or that we don't even acknowledge is such a beautiful thing in our day, or something that we should be grateful for, and we just overlook it. But if you take a chance every night, and you like just create like 5 minutes where you can just kind of go through your day, things you're grateful for, things that went well, things you're proud of yourself for, wins you had, and things that you want to work on for the next day. I just find it's a really, really, really nice way to end my day, and like on a nice positive note, and also just acknowledge the good in your life, or even things that you can work on for the following day as well. So it's kind of like just bringing awareness, and yeah, that's what I like to do every single night. And I just find like I sleep so much better from doing those two things, especially the journaling. If I don't journal, I notice I do not have a good deep sleep. So that is a huge, huge, huge thing for me as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I am going to go to bed now, and I might just check back in with you guys tomorrow and kind of outro this video. I hope you guys have a good sleep. I don't know when you guys are watching this, but yeah, good night. Hello guys, it is the next day, but I just got some parcels delivered, and I want to open them up with you because I've been so excited for this one. This is from May Swim. They sent me a few of their really freaking cute bikinis, and I have been patiently waiting for these. Kind of like a nice glittery, I hope that you can kind of see that. So pretty. These bottoms, so stunning. And very cheeky at the back. Beautiful, like, beautiful green. Oh, I love that. Oh, that is so nice. And then obviously the matching bottoms are all the same as like that first one. But they are so pretty. I cannot wait to wear them. The next one, I wanted to show you guys the new DFYNE collection. Because, guys, so this is Lainey's collection with them. This is like a second edit. So if you have got her previous one, it is a bit different, okay? So, well, not a bit different, very, very, very different. Okay, we've got it all here. So there is 3 brand new beautiful colors. Like, they're a really nice like pastel type of color. This is a blush pink color. I need to make sure that it's coming out the right color on here. So beautiful. The most beautiful green. This is slightly different to the other greens that DFYNE has. This is called Spring Green. And then this is Powder Blue. Now, in terms of the difference, it has just got a really nice subtle scrunch. So it's not a really extreme scrunch like Impact and Dynamic. So with Impact, it's got like the sculpting around the glutes. It's like really compressive around the glutes, and that's where you get all the sculpting. And then Dynamic is like a really, it's a big scrunch, no like sculpting or anything. This is kind of like a hybrid between the scrunch of the Impact and the Dynamic without the contouring. So it's kind of just like a nice subtle scrunch that isn't in your face, if that makes sense. The waistband, I would say, is a little bit longer than Impact and a little bit shorter than Dynamic. So I really love the length of the waistband on this. Length of the shorts, I would say it is definitely on the shorter side. So this is an extra small, which is what I tend to kind of go in definitely the Dynamic, and I do stay an extra small in Impact. However, it is very tight on me, but I like that because it's like more sculpting for the glutes. I could definitely, I think, size up to a size small, just have a little bit more fabric, especially when it comes to like the glutes and the length for these. So I would say very true to size in this one. Now the bras, guys, How cute is that? So how it would sit is like through the middle kind of, and then it's like a one shoulder crossover like that. It is super flattering, and then over the back like that as well. I have pictures on my Instagram if you want to see it on, and then it comes in the matching colors with the shorts. Now my actual favorite part of this collection, the colors, honestly, if you were to describe the perfect colors to me, that is these three colors. I cannot get enough of them. And the way that they just like the color combinations you can get with these colors and everything else in the DFYNE collections is unmatched. Like, because they are just the most, like, they go so perfectly with darker colors, lighter colors. And my favorite part about this, guys, oh my God, they have Lainey has nailed this, is how the cargo trackies and the jumpers are like a darker shade of the colors, so it looks incredible together. Like, I love color combos that are like off colors of the same because they look so beautiful together, and this is what they have perfectly done. Perfectly done. And the fits of the cargos are unmatched. I've never ever put a more flattering pair of tracksuits on my body in my entire life. These sit on the glute, like it, you know how trackies, like they kind of make you look a little bit flat bum, which is fine. These do not give flat bum, these give BBL under the trackies. These are so flattering, and now I understand. Every time Lainey used to like upload photos in like trackies, I'd be like, how girl does your bum look like that? That is going to be thanks to these trackies. So they are beautiful, and I'll show you like how each color looks with their like the jumper slash trackie, so you can see it's just like the beautiful like darker shade of it, and then this like burgundy color with the blush pink. So beautiful. And then of course it's going to come in just a nice grey marl color, and then like a kind of charcoaly black color. So it's not black. Is it black? Kind of is black, actually. It is black. But yeah, so beautiful. Also, every single item as well has a really cute, very, very, very subtle, like you can't really see here, but it's got a very subtle like flower kind of imprint in it, which is so cute and so Lainey. As well, on the back of the jumper is like a really subtle print as well, which just adds like a little bit of color, but it's still just, again, really subtle, but like a little bit of like extra layer onto it. So I love this collection so much. She has done so well, and it's done really well to like be very different to what DFYNE currently has. What I might do as well, I might just show you the difference between Lainey's bra and then the other asymmetrical bra, because I have no doubt people will ask. Difference between Lainey's new bra, which again is going to look like this on the body, okay, and then the asymmetrical bra is, it would go the opposite shoulder, and then it has still the same strap that will go over the same shoulder, so it'll be like a double strap on one shoulder, and then it has the cross back on the back. That's the asymmetrical for the impact bra. And then also there's a bit more fabric here, and it does, just like impact does, just sit probably a little bit longer in length, okay? So this one is like shorter, sits just under the boobs, and then it has like a bit of like you know, curve where the boobs are, so it's nice and flattering, and then like I said, sits over that shoulder, so it's just like a little bit more feminine and like really, really cutesy. Really cutesy. So yeah, that is the new collection coming. And the fits of the cargos I actually can't deal. And then also, I've never been an oversized hoodie girly because I'm short and also have big legs. So like, it's not as cute as like, you know, when like petite girls wear oversized, like I know you're skinny underneath that and you slay. You look like you don't care. Me, I actually look like I've rolled out of bed and I don't look after myself, is what I look like in oversized items. And this is the first time I've been like, wow, love, like I will go out in public in this and I will feel good about myself. So we absolutely love that. So this will all be live once this video goes up. I'm gonna try and edit this today, so I really hope that it's like live. I can upload this tomorrow so that you're not too late on purchase, like if you do wish to purchase, that you can get your hands on it all, because I actually have a feeling that this will sell out. So yeah, if you do choose to purchase, guys, as always, you can save with my code Millie at checkout, and it does support me directly. So if you do choose to use my code, I truly just want to say I appreciate you so much, and I absolutely love when you guys tag me in your photos and all that stuff, so I know, because yeah, it means the absolute world to me, and I just feel like you guys are going to absolutely love this collection. So I hope you guys get your hands on everything you want, and if you even just choose to like get the truckies and pair it with other items that you have in DFYNE, they also will match perfectly with that as well. So yeah, if I'm to choose my one favorite item out of this, just to be selective, it would have to be the cargos, because I just have, DFYNE has nothing like it, and they're the most flattering trackies I've ever put on. So yes, yay!
You know what? No, shut it. You know what? I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it right there. Like, subscribe, comment, share. I'm out.